But yeah, um, we're going to continue the discussion. Before we get into the state of play, I saw you were kind of getting into it before. I still wanted to discuss a bit more about the Super Bowl. Is Patrick Mahomes now a fraud because of the way he lost that Super Bowl?
Is he? No, hell no.
No, people are
Absolutely
capping.
not, dude. That whole offensive line was fraud. How you get your ass beat like that with no blitz? That means you have no offensive line.
Yeah, but how'd they get to the Super Bowl with no offensive line?
I don't know. I mean, bro hiked the ball, backed up, and got sacked like repeatedly. You can't tell me
Repeatedly.
that didn't happen.
Yeah, it felt like we were rewatching the Super Bowl with what's his face,
With Brady
Tom
and the
Brady.
Buccaneers,
Yeah, yeah, with Brady. That's
yeah,
what it felt like.
it's because it was that. It was tragic. It was hard to watch, man. It was embarrassing.
There was no place for him to breathe, no nothing. He was just, surviving essentially.
It was too bad. It was too bad to watch as a fan of football because I wanted to watch a good game, and then I ended up just being there just to watch the halftime show and leave.
Yeah,
Essentially,
yeah,
pretty much because the
essentially.
football game was bad. It was a bad game, and it was surprising because as you said, that team they got to the bowl, they got there, right?
Yeah,
So like to play like that is inexcusable, especially compared to how they just played the last game. But then again, I think a lot of people have to admit that the NFC is a lot tougher than people like to lead on because for a long
clearly.
time the AFC was just really dominant, right?
Yeah, that's where it was at.
And right now, like the AFC is kind of falling off a little bit. The NFC, the NFC is just finally catching up. I feel like,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's good to see, and I'm happy to see that you know they somebody from the NFC won, and it's not Brady. Right? Like it felt like that's what the NFC needed, right? Because that's the
Like
last.
that's all it
Wait, wait,
was.
wait, 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 wait. It's not Brady, and I'm not a really big fan of the Rams to be honest either. So like seeing the Rams in it wasn't that exciting, and I know K
Don't
Mega
let K Mega
probably
hear that.
yeah right yeah K Mega don't want to hear me say that. But I'm just not I've never been a fan of the Rams. I'm just not a fan of any like LA team really, to be honest.
Which is fair. It's fair. The
Um,
biggest market. That's where most of the winners actually come from, like LA or New York.
Right. I
So
mean, there's a lot of talent there, and it's like winning is to be expected. And to me, that's boring. Like I want to see a team that can kind of like find a way to fight and get it out the mud. Cause like Yankees, the Lakers and stuff like that, they're
the
already a
Dodgers,
destination. Yeah, the Dodgers, they're a destination that people want to go to. I'm surprised Miami isn't as good as they are regularly for the Heat and the Dolphins.
they don't have that cool factor, dude. I'm sorry.
They don't. And to me
Miami does
that's
not
what's
have the cool
weird.
factor. I don't think it's weird at all. As an athlete, because you have to think about these athletes as brands. That's how they think about it. It's about brands and exposure. It's not just about warm weather or for surface level stuff. It's about where you can expand your brand more and capitalize and make more money,
I
right?
think it's because
And
Florida's looked at more as a retirement area.
and that does inform how much money you can make as a brand, Ham. Like unless
Because
you are
it looks like
Disney.
a place where people fall back compared to where
Exactly.
where you go to kind of get started.
Yeah.
Almost,
Or
yeah, it's kind of
or
weird.
or where you go to make massive profits. Hey, but Titka's Prime is part of Laker Nation. Let's go. Well, but Titka's, I know there's a reason, right? I knew there was a reason why I really liked you. Laker Nation for life. Let's go. Let's go. But yeah,
The
Miami
hell with
doesn't
Laker
have the
Nation,
it
and
factor.
to hell with Luca now.
Huh? And it kind of rhymes, right? Luca Lakers. No, it
Yeah,
rhymes.
to
It
hell,
fits.
and the thing is like it's it's like I really want to be mad at Luca, right? But he
Yeah,
didn't even ask for this, or at least that's what they're
exactly.
telling us is he didn't ask for this, right? But I'm more on the side of I believe he didn't ask for this, right? Because the way he seems when like
Ham.
people talk
The
about
latest interview, the latest interview from the GM. I was watching first things first just
dude, it was
now.
reckless.
They
That dude
exposed the
blamed
dude.
that dude blamed Luca, bro.
Not just that, he was talking about hard work and ethic and discipline, and then he brings
Uh-huh.
up Larry Bird and Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh, don't
Larry
do
was a
Shaquille
heavy
O'Neal.
dude. Larry was a heavy drinker. That's why he didn't last long in the NBA. It's why he didn't make it into his late 30s in the NBA. He could have. He had the talent. He never had the speed. He could have lasted longer. Shaq, his story is legendary about not being disciplined. And this GM is talking about Luca, criticizing Luca, talking about discipline and all this other rubbish. And then he brings up those two as examples. Even Kobe, even Kobe, Kobe, for half of his career when he was still young, not the most disciplined dude. Remember the court case? Remember the stripper? Remember his reputation at clubs? Like we like to pretend like Kobe was a black mamba his whole career. He wasn't. For a large portion of the first third of his career, he wasn't that. But now we want to sit back and be like, Fuzzy. Yeah, he wasn't lazy, but he used to throw back beers, bruv. There's books written on that, Fuzzy. There's books written on how much Larry used to drink beer.
No, there's
Anyways,
no doubt to saying Larry left the career earlier than a lot of people would have with
a
his kind
l-
of talent.
yes,
I mean, I don't think there's any arguing that. Not to say that he didn't have an illustrious career,
he
because he
did. He
clearly
had an
did.
awesome career. I
Yeah,
mean, Magic,
I mean, come on, man. He had one of the greatest careers of all time for a
Magic
person
as
to have.
well. Left too soon.
But he did leave kind of early, and you could say, yeah, some of it probably could be for the way because you look at LeBron, and it's like that dude is like the like whether you love or hate LeBron, because I'm not the biggest fan of him, but I respect what he's done. Right?
Yeah,
And like he is literally the poster child of how to take care of yourself through a career. Poster child of it. When's the last time you seen LeBron's out for the season because of something? I think the last time it happened was the first year of LA. But
that was
other
the
than
first
that, when
time.
has that happened?
And then people start
And
predicting
that
like
was late in the
he's gonna start
season in
breaking
LA.
down. And
That
not
was
just that,
late in the
remember,
season of in LA of a season that they weren't going to make the playoffs, I believe.
and everyone, including myself, was like, watch him break down. Watch him break down now. Next thing happens, the dude is back being Iron Man all over again.
Well, he wins a championship the next year, I believe.
That was true. Well, even as a Laker fan, you know, there's an
Yeah, that wasn't the
asterisk on
best
that one.
championship, right? That was
Yeah,
kind of a lame ass
yeah,
championship. Like I
yeah,
don't like
yeah.
to
Even,
count that championship, but it doesn't
it
matter what I
counts.
think, right? But it doesn't
Yeah,
matter
it
what I think.
counts. It counts. But I think here, at least here, we can have like an objective conversation and be like, there's an asterisk there. That's all
Well,
I
like I
want to
said, it
say.
doesn't matter what I think. I don't count it, but it doesn't matter what I think. It
It
counted.
still counts.
Right. I don't like it, right? But it
That's true.
counted. Just like I didn't
That's
like
true.
being the biggest deficit in the Super Bowl outside of like because they were talking about the Chiefs and the deficit that they had, right?
Yeah.
And then I was laughing a little bit, right? And then they said the last time this happened was Seahawks versus Denver when they got throttled, and I was like, oh my God, y'all won't let me live this down. Like
No.
like I'm trying to enjoy somebody else's pain, and you bring mine back up, you piece of shit.
Yeah, that's not being forgotten anytime soon. Fuzzy, you're right. Or all the great professionals back in the day, including Jordan, drank and smoke.
Oh yeah,
That's true.
Jordan smoked open cigars on camera all the time.
All the time. All the time.
That dude
That's
was
not a
a
lie.
better. I'm sure he was a sipper. I'm sure he drank a little, but he probably didn't drink as much during. I'm sure he was very Tom Brady with it, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
but a little bit more loose when it came to after championship time. Because Tom Brady is like professional all the time, seemingly, but like except the last Super Bowl he won, he was a little wild at that one. But he
He knew he was
deserved
close
it.
to the end.
He
Also, he
deserved
knew
it
he was
because
close to
he
the
had
end. Come
no
on.
business winning a Super Bowl.
No
He did.
business at all.
He had
And
no
now
business winning one.
with Mahomes taking this L, can we talk about that, Ham?
Yes,
Did you
absolutely.
think, because the discord around Mahomes was that he was going to do something that no one had done, and that alone would make him the GOAT. The same way Michael was considered the GOAT. I didn't know this because I wasn't alive at the time, but Michael was actually considered the GOAT before he won his first championship.
Yeah,
There's articles all over the country in the US, West Coast, East Coast, Midwest. Everyone's like, no, this is the greatest basketball player. Zero championships. You had the players themselves talking about.
they were saying it. Yeah,
Larry said he was God disguised as a basketball player. So my question to you, Ham, he didn't achieve the three-peat. Is he the GOAT? Is he still the GOAT even though
he's still in the
he didn't achieve?
conversation. Mahomes is still 100% in the conversation of what he could be, but not.
Okay.
But he is not that right now. Like if his career stopped right now, whether it was like of his own volition or not, he would not. He wouldn't even be better than Montana, in
Probably
my
not.
opinion, because he's just won. He's won 3 Super Bowls right now, and
One
what?
one back to back, yes.
Yeah. One back to back. He's a phenomenal player. He puts up good numbers for the most parts, especially his early seasons, right? He would be in my opinion a Hall of Fame level quarterback. He just wouldn't be the GOAT, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
If
Like,
if
come
he
on,
had
man. Like, who
won,
the hell is the GOAT? Like, fuck, man. Like, it's if just to be the GOAT is, kind of rough, because then you're talked about forever about if you're good enough, or if the next person is coming up close on you or whatnot. So it's almost like a gift and a curse to be a GOAT of a sport, right? Like,
yeah,
I personally think even though I didn't like him 90% of his career until he left and proved it, Tom Brady, he is the GOAT. And I admitted that. I had such a hard time admitting that too. I had because remember, I'm a Denver fan, so I had Peyton Manning on my team. I was like, he's the GOAT. I
yeah,
was telling everybody he's the GOAT. No, he's the GOAT. Peyton Manning's the GOAT. And he had the stats, but he didn't have the championships.
yep,
That was Brady. So it was just like I might as well be calling, Olajuwon the GOAT. Because he
yeah.
has all the
At some
stats,
point,
but But
He got
in
embarrassing
his
him.
but in his tenure, who was really standing on business is Jordan. Olajuwon, you had a great run, but I'm sorry, Jordan was the GOAT during your tenure.
It is what it is.
It is, and it doesn't mean you stink. It doesn't mean you're not that good. Doesn't mean you're not Hall of Fame quality. It just means that, hey,
You're not the
this
greatest of
person
all time.
sells more tickets than you easily.
It's not even a comparison.
No,
Um,
no,
Go
it's not a
Homes
comparison.
is
You know what I find interesting? That you know what I find interesting that I don't buy
what?
is that they're like, Kendrick Lamar's halftime show was more viewed than Michael Jackson. And I'm just like,
Oh,
that doesn't matter to me. That doesn't
people
matter
said
to
people
me.
people actually brought that up.
Oh, 100%. I think it was Apple Music or something. Somebody brought up that that Kendrick got more views than Michael Jackson. And I'm thinking, man, that was how many years
That was a
ago was
bad
that for
take.
Michael Jackson, first of all?
That was a bad take. That was a very
And
bad take.
no, bro, yeah.
Whoever wrote that, I think that was just it wasn't their fault. They just had bad day at the office. Like
I
just
mean,
terrible.
whether that's true or not, that's something.
What? Fuzzy says Olajuwon is the GOAT center. Bill Russell would like to have a discussion.
Man, Wilt Chamberlain would like to have a discussion as well.
Man, chill. Fuzzy, chill.
Wilt
You need to
Chamberlain
chill.
was people argue Wilt Chamberlain and Bill Russell all the time.
People say, right, and that's a more interesting discussion because Bill Russell won all the championships, but he didn't do any of the scoring.
Right.
Will
He had a better
Chamberlain
team.
took exactly. Will Chamberlain took a lot of losses to Bill Russell, but hey, he put out a lot of points, rebounds, assists. So that's a much more interesting discussion. But Olajuwon, no, no, no. And I'm a fellow African, but no, Olajuwon, no, no, sir. Cabron is nowhere near. All right, Ham. Patrick
Yes, sir.
Mahomes lost.
Shout
It
out to
was a
Top
tragic.
Mod Yobi, the
Oh yeah,
legendary
Stream
one.
Shed, nice, nice, the legendary one. Ham, it was a sad day because I don't know if you watched the whole game. I couldn't watch the whole game. The game started at 1 a.m., 1:30 a.m. my time. So by halftime, I think it was like 3:30, almost 4 a.m. I was like, why am I gonna stay up for this? The game's over anyway. The game was over at halftime, Ham. So
Dude,
I went to bed.
it was.
Uh,
Hey, look, I need that 5 minutes now.
all right. Go ahead. Take your 5 minutes. Yeah, so the game was over at halftime. I left, and that was it. Let's discuss these posts here. Ham is taking a back seat. He'll be back in about 5 minutes. But Titkus Prime says they said the Kareem trade was somewhat similar to the Luca trade. Yeah, they were both two players in their prime, but back in the day, right? Back in the day, if I'm not mistaken, back in the day, the Lakers were just a destination, and they were more of a destination than they are right now. Because right now, thanks to social media and all this other stuff, you don't really need to play for New York or the Lakers to be like a gigantic brand, right? There's LeBron, played for the Cavs, played for Miami, still popped off. Okay. That being said, LeBron is like a one of one, right? LeBron is not just a generational talent, like an all-time talent. Kareem, at that time, he actually wanted to go to the Lakers. Luca, at no point, at least nothing that's been verified so far, Luca at no point actually wanted to leave. So that's what I think would be different, but Titkus, from what you mentioned. Um, Raichi, welcome in, says, when does the state of play start? The state of play starts at midnight my time. It's 10:30, so we're talking about an hour and 30 minutes. I will not be watching the state of play live because I don't rate it.
Well, let's be honest, Lo. You just standing on business. That's it.
What you mean I'm standing on business? What you talking about?
Because you don't want to watch nothing. You too good for everything.
I do what for everything?
I said you're too good for everything. You don't watch nothing.
I watched Super Bowl. Uh, as far as showcases are concerned, the only ones let's talk about that, Ham. If you can finish quick enough. The only showcases, gaming showcases that I'm interested in watching live is the Xbox showcase, the actual Xbox showcase, right? Um, the PlayStation showcase, not the state of plays and all this other stuff, the actual showcases. And when I used to watch the Game Awards, I I can't think of anything else that I'm actively like staying up to like ungodly amounts of hours or ungodly times for me to watch live. I have things to do at work, so I'm good with that. But Titka
You
says it is
literally
limited.
have
Well,
nothing going on when you're not watching the state of play.
what do you mean? I literally have nothing going on.
You've got nothing else that you need to do.
I have to go to bed because I have to be at work tomorrow at 7:30, and I need to be at the
Not
gym
good
by
enough.
5.
Not good enough. You got time to watch the state of play.
Nah, fuck that. No, I'm not watching the fucking state of,
It's it,
dude.
it's
Even if
it's worth losing a little bit of sleep.
no, it's not. It's 45 minutes. Even if we end this podcast, Ham, at the exact time the state of play starts, I'm going to bed, and I'm not even gonna watch it tomorrow during my workday. I will wait until I get home, and then I'll watch it.
You're a sick bastard. You
No,
should.
it's
You know what? I think you should
what
do a 180 and go turn that blue light off and don't turn it back on.
the one in my background.
You're not really
No, man.
down. You're not really down for the gang.
I'm down for the games, dude. I'm just not like
I
not a
said the
fanboy.
gang.
Oh, the gang. Yeah, definitely. I'm not down for the gang. Fuck the gang. Fuck the gang. Nah, man.
Yeah, I'm just
If if
messing with
you're if you're a fanboy and you want everyone else to be a fanboy with you, I can't do it. I'm sorry. Good luck with that. Uh,
I think
what's
it's
this?
okay if you're a light fanboy. Like you like something, you're openly okay to tell somebody that, but you're open to
No,
other people's opinions as well.
even if you're a big time fanboy, you can be a big time fanboy, not a problem. But don't tell me that I need to now have the same type of behavior or
Yeah, facts. I
dedication
agree with that. That's weird.
to the corporation that you do. No,
That is
I
weird.
don't care.
No, that's weird.
It's weird.
I'm never gonna bring somebody to a football game and make them wear my jersey. That's so weird.
Yeah,
You need to be a fan of my team, or else you can stay in the car next time.
yeah. Or you're not a real friend of mine if you don't like this particular thing to the level that I like it.
You don't really like sports.
Yeah, you're not a real sports fan. What? What are you, bro? Chill. Speaking of people enjoying PlayStation things or things that connected to PlayStation, my brother still has my PS5 and he's sampling what's it called? Black Myth Wukong. Says he's really liking it.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, says it's
It was
awesome.
runner up to game of the year this year. We know it all was. There's nothing else that was second place. It should have got first place, but the
Yeah,
people with their pinkies out thought otherwise. So
you know what it is. You know what it is. But I told them, I was like, dude, no problem. And that's why it's installed. And I even told them, like, sample this. You're having fun with Sekiro as it is. Sample Black Myth
oh, it's
on the
probably more
PlayStation.
fun than Sekiro. Sekiro's kind of yeah.
Sekiro is hard. He says he plays Black Myth when he reaches a point in Sekiro where he's getting his cheeks clapped. So he's like, I need a minute. I need to rest. He goes back to Black Myth.
I didn't feel like Sekiro was as hard as I thought, as I expected. It was just so boring for me.
Boring.
I was bored. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I was just kind of bored.
All right. That's definitely a take.
Oh yeah, I'm
That is
sorry. I know
definitely a
there's a
take.
lot of Sekiro fans, and I'm like probably most people would maybe like want to yell or slap me for saying that, but that's fine. I'm not a fan of that game. I think it's kind of boring.
Roger that. Roger that.
I think most
Big Nut.
Souls games are kind of boring though. I'm not a fan of Souls game. I'm a fan of Elden Ring because it was
Here we go with the blasphemy. Here we go.
well, the reason I was a fan of Elden Ring was because like I thought the idea of going from boss to boss was fun. And that's kind of what I did in Elden Ring. I kind of went from like boss fight to boss fight, and I just would find ways to beat them. And I thought that was really fun. I didn't really care about the story that much. And then on top of it, I was able to play co-op with people. So then that was fun as well.
Yeah.
And it was
Well,
open. And it was open, and you were able to like kind of like if you wanted to, you could look up a weapon and then go get it, level it up, and be a badass with that weapon. And I thought that was cool. And you could almost use what is it called, like reskill or like reskill yourself. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah.
Like remap your skills or whatever.
Yeah,
And
respect.
yeah, respect. Thank you. Yeah. I got a lot of respecting going on in that game for real. Like I used like four or five different swords and like boosted them all the way up, and it's pretty dope. Like I really actually enjoyed that
You
game
can
and
do
the
the same
exploration.
thing. You can do the same thing with the Dark Souls games. You can also level up your weapons and
Yeah, but I don't know. It just doesn't. It seems more linear in those games. It does. Like I
Hmm.
don't feel like I have as much freedom, and I don't know. Like I don't care about the story. And in Sekiro, I think the story is kind of a big deal in that game.
Yes, it is. It's a
Yeah,
much bigger deal than Dark Souls or even Elden Ring. Much bigger.
exactly. And that's where it
Moses'
lost me.
metaphor should have been game of the year. Even that's also a good shout. The
I
one
agree
thing
with
we can
that
agree on.
actually.
Sorry, Ham?
I said I actually 100% agree with that.
Yeah, the only thing we disagree with, Mo, is who actually won. That's the only thing we disagree about. You can bring up a whole bunch of bangers and everyone will just be like, yeah, yeah, fair option, fair choice. It's fine.
Well, I mean,
Fuzzy,
it like Astrobot, as good as that game was, which it was good in my opinion, it was like actually like super good. It like the premise of that game was you're building a PlayStation. That's it. So that wins game of the year. I'm sorry. That's not that exciting to me. I'm sorry. Your premise in that game is to get different parts to build a PlayStation. And you do really fun platforming things, and the controller feels nice. yada yada. But like to me, like as much effort, thought, and story that they put into Black Myth Wukong, and especially Metaphor, which I played the hell out of that game. As much thought and story. They weren't building a console in those games. That wasn't the premise. They were actually building a real story. And to me, it was kind of weird that a game that was better, but not that much insanely different than the predecessor, which was a free game that came with your console, won a game of the year over games that were in development for a lot longer. A lot more time, money was spent on, the way the game looks, and then also the story. Just there was an actual story to it, not beating up goofy things and making a console. Like, I'm sorry, Mario and stuff like that has more story than that, and they don't even say words in that game either. But there's more of a premise to a Mario game, which is another platformer, and you can say it was on the level of a Mario kind of thing in the sense of quality, but in the art of storytelling, that was not a story at all. You see what
Yeah,
I'm saying, Loke?
yeah. For me, when you say game of the year, it has to be the whole package. It can't be just one specific area of a game. And because it was exceedingly good in just this,
It was
then
exceedingly good in
it's game
platforming,
of
and
the
that's
year.
it. Platforming in feel on controller. That's it.
And not just that, game of the year, Ham. It needs to be, in my opinion, at least, like the MVP of the league, right? It needs to be something that,
Thought
and
after.
this is another, right? This is another notch on the belt of of video game journalists don't know what the hell gamers want or like. This is another piece of proof of why guys at EA are making terrible video games. The people that have the most power, right, are so out of touch with the people that play the games. That's the big problem that I see. The whole equation is broken just by looking at this. But remember, what was his face? And Andrew Wilson was talking about Veilguard got all these rave reviews. No one bought the damn thing, but you were worried about these reviews. These are the same reviews that said a return to form. Oh, if you go to Metacritic, it's a whole bunch of lines talking about return to form, return to form, return to form. This is the old BioWare from like Mass Effect 2 days. And you see that reflected even in the Game Awards because the same people writing reviews for most of these gigantic outlets, glazing games like Veilguard, are the same people that will sit there, look at Black Myth Wukong, look at Astrobot, look at the reaction of people that play games and be like, yeah, Astrobot's the game of the year. What? We're not saying Astrobot's a bad game. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is that it's not the creme de la fucking creme of 2024 because that's what the game of the year is.
I've still yet to hear anybody, whether it be online or in person, or even on a phone call, tell me that they got their PlayStation 5 because of Astrobot.
That's not happening.
And
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 also,
and, 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 and as you said, Loke, the game is good. I like the game a lot, but there's many games even on the Xbox that like South of Midnight that's coming out. I wouldn't go buy a console for that, even though that game looks like it's gonna be really good. There's just certain games
Hi-Fi
that
Rush,
don't
huh?
huh?
Hi-Fi Rush.
Exactly.
There's a
Nintendo.
game.
There's plenty of Nintendo. Dude, I'm not buying. I'm sorry. I'm not buying the Switch just for the next Mario Kart. I'm sorry, but like, and that's well known as well to be a high quality game. That's even in the Delicreme kind of zone, right? Mario Kart, right? It really
Yo,
is.
and people be buying that thing.
But what I'm saying is that's not what I'm doing, right? But
But Ham,
we know that nobody got a 5 to get Astrobot. We know that.
yes.
And that's the point that we're just trying to get out. Is that
Yeah.
like if you're a game of the year, we know people bought consoles for for Elden Ring. You know what else probably didn't have that same thing? I mean, I'm keeping it a 100, right? If I gotta keep it 100, another game that had game of the year that wouldn't have sold me a console is It Takes Two. I'm sorry, and I love that game.
Yes. Yes. There's a game that was everywhere. It's because I'm looking at the comment section here. It seems like we might have triggered one or two people. This is not even about a console discussion. It's just about games that you look at and you're like, dude, this is objectively a good game.
Yeah, I'd
But
buy
it's
a
not.
console for that.
Would most people buy a console for that?
I
Hell
don't
to the
think
motherfucking
anybody's
no.
buying a console for It Takes Two. I don't think anybody's buying a console for Astrobot. I don't think anybody's buying a console for Hi-Fi Rush.
Tae, I disagree. He says you're missing the point though. It's a cumulative. You don't get a PS5 for Astrobot. You get a PS5 for Spider-Man 2, God of War, and Astrobot. No, no,
No,
Tae.
no,
What happens is we get the
no.
PS5 just for God of War. There's people legit millions of people that got the PS3 just for Kojima's game, part 4. Literally that happened. There's people that got the PS5 just for the next God of War, just for Spider-Man.
Fuzzy's
Millions of
right
people.
on that one. Fuzzy's right on that one. Most people will
What?
admit that that year was pretty weak for top tier games. It was the year
Last year?
that It Takes Two, the one that when It Takes Two won it, they
Oh
didn't have
yeah.
to go verse. They didn't have to go verse a whole lot of other games.
Wait,
Halo is
when did?
just
Okay, now I want to know
like
when.
Psychonauts was out during that time. Horizon, came out during that time. Returnal, I think, was out. No, wait. Was Returnal out?
Okay,
Yeah,
it takes
Returnal
two.
was out. Yeah.
Okay, it takes two. One in 2021. All right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Let's see what else came out in 2021.
Halo came out at the end of the year. Horizon, her, Forza Horizon 5 came out towards the end of the year.
Oh, fuck off! How
Psychonauts.
does Forza? Bro, listen. Metroid Dread, Forza Horizon 5, Halo Infinite. What else? Okay. Nah, I'm sorry, Ham. I'm sorry. Ho- Metroid Dread, Forza Horizon 5, and Halo Infinite. For me, better choices for Game of the Year.
I agree.
I'm sorry.
I
You
agree.
can say whatever you want about Halo's post launch, but the actual main game and the campaign.
That was after the Game Awards, though, when it came out.
Okay, Final Fantasy VII remake came out. Remake Integrate came out in 2021.
So
That's still a better. That's in my opinion, at least. It's a better game than It Takes Two. Do you disagree, Ham? Let's
I mean,
game
if
this
we're
out.
using if we're
Marvel's.
using DLC, sure.
All right, fine, Ham. Ratchet and Clank: A Rift Apart. Marvel's Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember that one? Remember that one?
Marvel's
Guardians of the
Guardians of the
Galaxy came
Galaxy
out
was hot. That deserved to be up there. I ain't even gonna front.
way hotter than It Takes Two.
I don't know about that, bruh.
What?
I don't know about that. Me and my wife beat It Takes Two. We had a good time, and the one thing the two things that I'm gonna agree with you on, like full stop, is Halo, which wasn't unfortunately out in time, so that
Forza,
is kind of like looked over. But Forza, that's just the one that I can't get past is Forza.
Horizon 5. That's one of the best racing games of all time.
It's so good that the PlayStation needs it now.
Resident Evil Village, Ham,
Nope,
came out that year.
don't care.
Death's Door.
I don't definitely don't care.
Oh, really? Okay. Well, I really rated Death's Door. For me,
Yeah, I
it
know
was a
you
great
liked it.
game.
I didn't really care that much about it.
Point is, Ham, we've pointed out at least 4 or 5 games that are way above It Takes Two.
Day
So yeah,
Reezy's out here. You see what Day Reezy said?
yeah. Thank you so much for the super chats, Day Reezy. Really appreciate it. $5 says, heck, even hardcore PlayStation gamers I've talked to haven't even heard of Astrobot. Good game, but by it winning Game of the Year really makes you scratch your head. Yes,
Yeah, and that's kind of my point. Like, and
yes.
that's kind of where why I kind of leaned a little bit with Fuzzy Tomato, where he says like, you know, that year was kind of weak for top tier. Though the thing I disagree with was Horizon, but you can argue, in my opinion, it versus like Resident Evil Village and some of the other ones. I feel like you can argue with it, I guess. And what was kind of nice is they did choose something that was kind of innovative. That's not a kind of game you get to see very often where it's like you have to play with somebody else. Most games, it's like you have to play by yourself. So, as a person like myself that's very much into co-op, I kind of liked that. But seeing, but see that
And
game also had a really good story, right?
and
So
there's something else,
it
Sam,
hit
that you're
on the
missing out here.
it hit on the multiplayer side, but it also hit really well on the story. It made you laugh, it made you
Ham,
sad. The elephant part was diabolical. And It Takes Two. Me and my wife were like uncomfortable when we were playing
Ham,
that part. What's up?
again, people will make fun of it, but I said the creme de la creme de la creme. We
Well, I
ain't
would
here
have thought it
talking
was
about,
Forza that year.
we're not here talking about your feelings and your experiences. Try
We're
and
not.
take yourself out of the equation. Try and take your evaluation out of the equation. Look at what what released, and then grabbed everyone by the short and curlies for like a month, 2 months. A game that really shook up the whole industry, had everyone sitting up straight, gamers, publicists, uh, developers, everyone. Was that It Takes Two? I don't think so.
I mean, as I just got done telling you, I agree. In my opinion, it was Horizon, right?
There we go.
It's Forza Horizon 5. But a lot of but there's that whole argument, whether you want to buy into it or not, that it showed up too late or whatever, and they gave it some sail away kind of stupid trophy, which I thought was silly.
Wasn't it Halo that showed up too late?
No, Halo showed up way too late. Halo showed up way after the deadline. Like Forza Horizon showed up like right at the deadline, right? So they gave it some like kind of like, oh, we acknowledge that you kind of made it, but you didn't really make it in the time that we asked for. It was a BS kind of thing, right? Like I completely was 100% thinking that it should have made it, and it would have made it, because the very next year or 2 years, I think it was actually like 2 or 3 years later, because Alan Wake made it right at the last second, and that game is really good, but it wasn't revered as much as Forza Horizon 5.
Not by gamers, but you know what? It's a walkathon. You walk a lot in that game. Gaming journalists love walking in games and listening to stories. So, and there's lots of touchy-feelies, right? So, Game of the Year contender right there, and we need to make exceptions for it. Forza was like video game, video game, video game, video game. Not very appealing to a lot of journalists. So, so it is what
Don't
it
do
is.
that.
I'm
Don't
telling
do
you.
that.
Dude, if Doom was launching only on Xbox and then it came out on the exact day that Alan Walk came out, it'd be too late. Too much video game in Doom.
Mm.
Seawolf Gaming, welcome, says, is the Xbox tax now with tariffs? I see what you did there, Seawolf Gaming. Well played. Well played. All right. What were we talking about? Oh, yeah, state of play. So, Ham, I'm guessing you're going to watch it live, right?
1 hour left.
All right. All right. Well, let's knock out the next few subjects before the hour comes. Actually, we're not done with the angles of the state of play. Ham, how many Xbox games do you think will be announced
1.
at the state of play?
I think 1.
Which one?
I'll say Forza, but it could be
Forza. It's already
Horizon.
been announced.
Yeah. So last year, you know what else was already announced?
What?
Suicide Squad.
You think they're going to do a state of play?
And they had a whole deep
including
dive of it
Forza?
after it was announced. So.
Oh no.
So I'm hoping that I'm hoping that they just announce that. Maybe they announce both of those games. I don't know.
What do you mean both?
I think it's 1 to 2 games though.
When you say
and
both,
I think that what's that?
When you say both of those games, which games are you talking about? Because I only heard you say Forza.
Forza. Oh, Hellblade.
Oof. Wow. Yeah.
What's wow?
Please, guys, can you guys please smash the like button? We'd really appreciate it. Share it out. Get it to as many people as possible. It's wow to me because I don't know, Ham. Like I know this is the new world of everyone going third party and whatever, but for me, it's just so weird. I guess it's going to take me some time to get used to the idea of Xbox games on PlayStation, PlayStation games on Nintendo, and zero Nintendo games anywhere else.
No. PlayStation's definitely gonna get Hellblade. I know Seawolf is down there and he's all salty about it. Like, keep that. Nobody wants that. It's gonna fly. But remember, the first one came out on PlayStation first before it came out to Xbox.
That's true. The first one. That's very true.
So I don't see why they wouldn't go back to the same audience if they played the predecessor. Why wouldn't they play the next one?
The successor. So
Yeah,
that's fair enough. As soon as Hellblade 2
it just makes
hits
sense.
Jason Portillo says as soon as Hellblade 2 hits PS5, it will be rated 10 points higher than it did on Xbox. But Titkus is asking why be salty. I'm not salty. Me personally, I'm not salty. I'm just like not used to it. I know that at the end of the day, this is good for all consumers. It's good for us because now next generation, I can just buy a PS5 or I can just buy an Xbox. Well,
Well,
yeah,
don't act like
I
you're
still need to
not
buy.
still stuck in the same place that you're stuck in right now.
What do you mean?
Your next generation, you're going to be exactly where you're sitting right now.
Which is what, on PC?
With a new, you're going to be sitting there with a fresher PC, just like you were this generation.
Yeah.
You're going to be sitting there with a fresher PlayStation, just like you were this generation. and you're gonna be sitting there with a fresher Xbox, just like you were this generation. And anytime somebody argues you or asks you about it, you're gonna be like, but PC, my Steam, I can play anything. But Xbox, uh, I I still can't play online yet in my Game Pass and in my PlayStation, my
That's not my accent.
exclusives, my
That is not my
exclusive,
my accent. I'm not a I don't have an American accent. I
bro.
don't know why you
When did Texas leave America?
the fuck out of here, man. Listen. I'm not in Texas. Listen, I've thrown that caveat out there and I will continue to do it for as long as I'm a content creator, right? As soon as I stop being a content creator, I'm probably just going to stick to PC. But as a content creator, I still need to buy everything except for Nintendo because I refuse to play Nintendo. I refuse to. It's not for me. I don't like the games that are there. They don't speak to me. It is what it is. But as long as I'm a content creator, I have to get as many consoles as possible. My point is
Shut
with
the fuck up,
this
Loke. I'm sick of this right now. You're just sitting
what?
here, sitting on the fence, pretending that you're buying it for research when you're not. You're getting it because you enjoy it, motherfucker. Shut up.
It is research, Ham. Listen, you know I write articles
And you
for other
enjoy the shit out of
websites.
that research, don't you? You
Of
love your
course, dude.
job.
If I could make a reasonable amount of money off of the articles I've written and gotten published on several websites, I'd quit my day job, and then I'd just do that because I love playing video games and talking about video games. No doubt, no doubt. What I'm saying is, if 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 I didn't make any money at all, and I wasn't even like podcasting with you on this, and was just me to play video games by myself in my lounge and then go to bed and move on with my life, dude, I'm going with PC and I'm done.
Well, to be honest, like what we need is another person like Yobi. We need another like moderator
Yeah,
for this channel and also for other channels that would be willing to do something like that. We also would need somebody that would be willing to assist us and maybe want to be part of like doing our website, because
yeah,
I'm able to get some stuff done with that, but I don't know really how to do it. And I guess I could watch some YouTube stuff and figure it out and whatnot, which I've been thinking about doing as of lately. I've just been kind of busy with some other stuff and whatnot. But but yeah, I mean, it'd
if
be kind of cool to get some stuff kind of figured out. And I'd like you to start writing for the
yeah,
website, you
for
know?
us, yeah, just for us,
Yes,
not for other websites.
exactly.
Although they've been nice to me, I'm not gonna lie. It's been nice. If you guys know anyone, if anyone in the chat knows anyone that knows how to handle websites and all that other stuff, y'all make sure to hit up me or Ham or the TSWS account on TwitTwat. We are actively looking, so it'll be nice. Uh, Rachie says, "I love being a consumer. I just enjoy with zero of the work. You can take the job, you'll be." No, Vic, I'm not
No,
reformed
Yobi's
at
got
all.
enough on his plate. He's modding here. He's modding at many other places as well. So
Yeah,
I like
yeah,
I like Yobi doing what he's doing,
yeah,
and that's how I'd like somebody else to come through in here. Is like if they already do something like this, maybe they can just assist us and just keep it moving.
yeah. Like special website specialist. That'll be nice.
Yeah.
Retro, the family man gamer. Welcome in. Up the villa, Retro. Up the villa, because United is not going up anytime soon. Um, so yeah, state of play, Ham. You predicting Hellblade and Forza.
I'm predicting those two from Xbox because that's what you asked.
Yes, 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 from Xbox. What's this? Also jiggle physics in May. What are you talking about? Oh, TFD. Okay, yeah, yeah. It is. It is interesting. I'll check my Twitter just now, Yobi. I'll check it just now. Ham, I think controversial hot take. I think Gears of War.
They wouldn't show that right now here. I think they'd save that for the Xbox show. That sounds ridiculous.
Okay. I can see it happening now. I can see it happening now.
Why would they do that though? That sounds so that doesn't make any sense.
I don't know, traction. Get it moving, get people interested.
Eh, I don't know.
What's this? Alan Wake 2 has sold more than 2 million copies. Remedy is finally, shout out to Rock, making royalties from it.
Good.
Guys, guys, if you buy Alan Wake moving from today forward, that's actually profit. Let's go. Let's go. Well done to Remedy. Well done to Remedy. Only took them about a year, but
A little over a year. But
listen,
but the
no,
job got done, and that's
yeah, that's
all
all.
that matters. Is it was
That's
not.
it.
Nobody can say this game flopped. Nobody can
No, they're
because
at
it
least
indeed did not. I hate it when
they're
people
500.
say a game flopped when the people are proud of their game. Like it doesn't make any sense to me. Like if the developers are happy, either they're happy because they just got something out to the public, which is fine too. Some people don't care to make things back, but most businesses do, right?
Yeah,
Most
yeah,
businesses do. So when you do see, hey, this company is now in all profit mode, you can no longer, you can only say that you did not like it. You can no
yep,
longer say it was a failure. You can say it sucked and you didn't like it and yada yada, but you cannot call it a
yes,
failure.
yes, yes. Retro. Yeah, I didn't mean. Actually, I don't mean the collection retro. I think they're going to drip feed.
Jesus, big man mode.
I think they're
Jesus.
going to drip feed the Gears of War games to
Oh man.
PlayStation. I think it's going to be like Gears of War One, the remastered version. It's going to be this year,
Oh, you're talking
and
like the
then next.
old Gears games.
Yeah, yeah, like the first
Oh,
trilogy,
I
bro.
thought you were talking about E Day.
No, 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 no.
That's why I was
We
like,
don't.
you're tripping.
No, dude. I'm talking about the old games.
Man, that would be something. That would be
Yeah.
conniving.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
E Day. When's E Day scheduled to come out? I'm curious.
Well, it's not scheduled to come out. It's just a lot of people are assuming 2025, but I think it's
Okay.
probably gonna be
So it's
2026.
or 27. I wouldn't be surprised if it was 27. Actually.
I think it's gonna be 26.
Okay. So my point is, um, Gears of War One will come out sometime this year, or will be announced this year for PlayStation, and then the second one next year, and then the third one will come out when E Day gets announced, or when E Day comes out in 27. In my opinion. Seawolf says for sure that Korean DMC on multiple consoles. Astro flopped. I don't know. I don't know. That's why they're putting it in bundles to boost sales. I don't know about that. Ham, do you think they're putting it in bundles to boost sales or because it's been successful in their opinion? Because we haven't heard anything official in terms of was it a flop or not. Because like we said with Nintendo, Nintendo can sell 1 million for a game, right? There's games that sell 1 million and then everyone's popping champagne because their scope was in control. I think Astrobot is the type of game that the scope is not crazy. So maybe selling a million five is actually not a bad thing for them.
Yeah, I don't think that I don't think the game flopped, right?
Yeah.
If the game flopped wasn't part of the conversation. It was it a game of the year?
Yeah.
I I don't think the game stunk, and I don't think the game would or should flop, right? I don't know
Yeah.
if it did though either. I don't know if it did or not either. Um, but I was just thinking like it just to me it just wasn't better than Metaphor, and that's a personal opinion. But I mean, you also look at the numbers, and it's like, yeah, that tells
I think it's an
things.
objective opinion.
I think a lot of people would agree.
Yeah. Yeah. Seawolf says that Boom said Helldivers 2 is going to Xbox. I don't think so, man.
I mean, he's been saying that for a while, and I don't disagree, but I just don't see it happening in an opportune time, if it happens at all.
Yeah, I don't see it happening. I'd be shocked. Ham. I honestly, I think the relationship of games being ported to other consoles is going to follow like the ranking. Like Xbox is third, they're going to port their games to PlayStation and Nintendo, right? Because they bow their knees to Xbox to PlayStation and Nintendo in terms of the user base. PlayStation will not bow to Xbox and put games on Xbox, but they'll definitely port a crap load of games to Nintendo. And
Maybe.
then Nintendo will not port anything to anyone because they're like the god of console gaming. And then PC, everyone puts their games on PC willingly or not. All games on PC. Cope and see. So, what do you take of that one, Ham? I'm making a prediction that we won't be seeing a PlayStation game on Xbox. Am I reaching?
Um, I mean, it depends on what you're allowing yourself to call a PlayStation game and not.
I'm talking about first party games. You're not going to see God of War. You're not going to see Gran Turismo. You're not going
Yeah,
to
but
see.
are we allowing ourselves to call a Bungie game first party?
I would look at Bungie the way we look at what's it called? The way we look at Activision and Xbox and Call of Duty. Actually, not even Activision. Call of Duty and Diablo for me is like Destiny. Those aren't
Okay,
going anywhere.
so that's what I mean. That's what I mean. If we're compartmentalizing it, then it is whatever you want it to be.
What do you mean? If we're compartmentalizing it?
Because we know who owns Bungie.
You know what? That's a fair point, huh? That is a fair point. And based off of that, I guess we will see PlayStation games on, on Xbox. I guess we will see play because then like Destiny 3 is going to go to Xbox. Marathon is going to go to Xbox. So you know what?
It's just not going to
Until
be at the same rate, and that's just the thing that people need to swallow, right? That's the pill that people need to swallow, right? It's just it's not like all of what makes them who they are
what
going
first party
over
games?
to yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's not all that makes that platform who they are going over to Xbox. It's just a few games here and there, and I bet that's going to happen from Sony. I can assume that's going to happen because they're going to do that with Marathon. And I have a feeling they're going to do that with a few other multiplayer games down the line too. But no one's going to think much of it because they're probably not going to do it with any of their single player games. So no one's gonna really look at it that serious.
Retro brings up a good point. Says depends how publishing lands though. They had been changes with Bungie, right? Are they still self-publishing? Remember, Ham, we spoke about this last year. Destiny failed to perform to like to a couple of specifications that were in the contract with PlayStation for Bungie to remain autonomous. They failed to hit those numbers, and then
They did.
PlayStation moved in and started doing whatever they wanted to do. It's a good question by
In
Retro.
my opinion,
Maybe,
though, Bungie kind of got taken over by PlayStation as as Bungie themselves with Destiny were kind of, wringing out. You know how you wring out a wash rag and
yeah,
sometimes you just give it that extra grip and you just
they were at
wring it
the end
out
of their
extra hard
rope.
and then you're like, "Man, this thing is dry as hell."
Yeah,
Like that is what it seemed like Destiny was on the way into PlayStation. Like they were on their last little like ring of just like, ooh, I see a drip coming. Got it.
but
And then
after
just
that, we
got
don't
that
know what's
last
going to
little bit.
happen.
But the problem about it is there was there was supposed to be a lot more that came out, right? And it didn't. And you only got that little bit, right? And seemingly of SIE, right? They
Yeah,
didn't
yeah.
get as much as they had planned on with getting that purchase,
In terms
and
of profit, in
they
terms of
didn't.
profit, but in
They,
terms of control, right? In terms of control,
ooh, they got that though.
it still stands. So the doubt is still there and kind of relevant. Like, maybe now that they have control, they go in there and they switch things up. And then assumptions that we had, they're like, nah, Marathon's going to PC and PlayStation, and that's it. Maybe Destiny 3 only goes to PC and PlayStation. It's definitely something worth considering. It's definitely something worth considering. But yeah, I think Gears of War is going to be the Xbox game that will be announced at the State of Play. Um, I already asked you if you're going to watch it live. Obviously, you are going to watch it live. I'm heading to bed as soon as we're done here. I don't really care that much about the State of Play. No offense to the PlayStation people. It just is what it is. Anything else you'd like to discuss about the State of Play, Ham, before we move on?
Well, all we discussed is if Xbox games are going to be there. That's all you wanted to talk about with that.
But PlayStation ain't got nothing I'm interested in, at least nothing announced. So
You don't want to
is there
even
any?
try to guess what's going to be there. Nothing.
Oh man, there's probably gonna be a remake or two, right?
Oh my god.
What?
That's dirty. All right, let's move on.
It's also
You
true,
got
Ham.
you literally
Listen,
got nothing to say. I thought you would
listen.
have something to say, but you clearly you just don't care.
Oh, it's my fault. It's my fault that PlayStation is either a remake, a remaster, or they paid for a third party exclusive for the next 6 months. Because that's all it is. That's all we're going to see here, in my opinion. We're going to see remake, remaster, third party games that they won't allow to go on Xbox or Nintendo for the next 6 months. That's all that's going to happen. Nothing else.
All right. Jeez, man. I mean, all right. I'll just
Oh,
talk to you
come
about
on.
it. I'll just
But
talk to you about it
Titkas,
on Friday, I guess.
but Titka says,
There's
wait, Ghost
nothing
of
else for you to
Yote.
say. There's nothing
You
else for
know
you to
what?
say.
You know what? But Titkas, I don't care about Ghost of Yote like that. Like, I don't care enough to stay up past midnight to watch an
Look. There's
extended,
nothing else to
an
say.
extended, an extended clip
I want to
of
mute you
Ghost of
so bad right
Tsushima.
now. I want to mute you so bad right
But
now.
Titkas, I'm not trying to stay up until past midnight so I can watch Ghost of Tsushima, but this time it's a woman.
Oh my goodness. Who cares?
Wolverine is not done. Like the most we're going to get is like a random ass CGI trailer. Phantom Blade. Okay, you know what? Phantom Blade, it would be interesting to see some more of that. It would be interesting to
You
see
don't
that.
think that the new Ghost of Yote game is going to show off anything interesting to make it more like something you may want than the previous one at all?
No.
You think it has no chance?
Nope.
You think it has no chance versus Jin?
No. It's Ghost of Tsushima, but they just changed the avatar. Because you have to remember, Ham, you have to remember Ghost of Tsushima.
All you
When
care
it
about
came
is
out,
Jin.
when it came, not just that, Ham, when it came out, it was a one of one. We had never seen anything like it.
Let him know. Let him know, Prime. Go take your ass to sleep, Loki. You sleep. You need someone get this man a Snickers. Someone, please.
Actually, I did play Infamous 2, Seawolf Gaming. Very good game. Very good game. Destiny 3, Dustborn has a chance of getting a sequel before Destiny. Oh my lord. All right, Ham. Since you want to call me out here, what are you excited to see from PlayStation in what how much time? In about 40 minutes. What are
Yeah,
you
in about
excited to
40 minutes, dog. I'm excited to see just like I mean, they got 40 minutes to show off stuff. So I'm hoping that they split that into like what it'd be cool if they have like 5 minutes of title or something like that. That'd be dope.
5 minutes of what?
5 minutes per title, new title or
Okay.
something like that they got.
Okay.
Or maybe even like 7.5 for the big ones and like just do smaller ones as well in between. And then like one long one or something. I don't know. Whatever. But I don't know, man. Obviously, like I said, the two Xbox things I'm expecting to be Hellblade and Forza Horizon. Seeing that one is already announced. Hellblade's not, but I'm expecting it to go over. Let's see what else. It'd be nice to see. I mean, I guess I already seen enough of Phantom Blade Zero. I don't need to see any more of that. It'd be cool to see what Santa Monica's been up to, I guess. Also, if they actually are either doing that Venom game or Wolverine game, that'd be kind of dope to see something like that. I'd like them to actually unveil more about the Naughty Dog game. God damn, what am I thinking about? What is that called? Help me, Luke.
What game? The Naughty Dog game?
Yeah.
Intergalactic.
Intergalactic. Yeah, Intergalactic. Thank you. Yeah, I'd like to see more about Intergalactic. Seawolf said fair games. Nah, they can show that another time.
Concord Deluxe Edition.
Deluxe Edition Concord. I'm all set. No, man, they can have their own showcase on that another time. They don't need to talk about that. I don't think after a failed live service game, I don't think the first thing they should come out and talking about is another live service game. Just my opinion. But like, hey, if you want to just shove that out the door just to see what happens, just like some people like to watch accidents. So like maybe they shove.
There'll be a lot of content for us, Ham.
So maybe they'll shove that out there just to see how people feel about it. Maybe they'll even shadow drop that. That would actually be kind of cool if they shadow drop that, right? That'd be kind of neat.
Yeah. It'd be nice.
That would legit be a W. That's how you would take care of that game. Is just shadow drop it. If people aren't looking forward to seeing a release date for something like that, I feel like you should just wait till it's done, shadow drop that sucker into PlayStation Plus extra and up or whatever, right? And just let people
Yeah.
play it. And make it available to get on PC. If to see, the problem with that is they either have to go through Steam or their own type of launcher type of thing, which nobody wants to sign into PlayStation on PC. So I think they'd have to put that into Steam.
Yo, Stanley's on point. It's gonna be VR stuff, anime, and controllers. Ham, I forgot the VR stuff. So
Oh
remakes,
no, I forgot about VR
remasters,
stuff.
and remakes and
I
VR.
forgot
Yep,
about the VR stuff.
yep.
Let's not talk about. No, I hope they don't bring up any VR stuff. I really hope they don't, bro. Oh, don't do
Watch him
that.
do it.
They're gonna. Oh, Dorian talking about Astrobot remake.
Remake. Wait,
Oh,
it just came out
they're gonna
though.
have a brand new bundle for Astrobot that you can get. They're gonna have a
Okay.
bundle for the first game that comes with your console and and Astrobot, but they're gonna sell it. They're gonna sell it
Yeah,
to you as a bundle.
yeah. Let's be honest, Ham. Let's be honest. If you're in my position and you've seen what PlayStation has shown in the last few state of plays, are you staying up past midnight and you have to be up at 4:30 same day? Be honest.
I mean, I'm a risky brother sometimes. I'm not sure though. Like in your position though, probably not.
There
I
you
don't
go.
know, man. It's really hard to like get approval to buy games from PlayStation in Texas.
Oh God.
So like, and then like if they show something dope in VR, like how are you gonna get that right away?
Fuck VR, man.
I think you're
Forget
gonna
VR.
want. I think you're gonna step into the world of VR after tonight.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm telling you, man, you're missing out.
I'm missing out, of course. Astrobot anime, Stanley Francois. Yeah.
Man, if they make an anime about that little Astrobot making a PlayStation, I might lose it. If the
And
whole
then,
premise of a TV show comes out and all they do is they work on a PlayStation, that will be nuts. I might lose a little respect for PlayStation if they do that.
Astrobot movie? I think a movie is not out of the question. I'm not even trolling or anything. Astrobot movie is not out
What
of the
is the
question.
movie gonna be about? And he doesn't even talk. Or is he
Ham,
gonna talk in the movie?
they made an Angry Birds movie, Ham.
That's true. That's disgusting.
And it made millions.
Yeah, I know. It balled out. I could
Dorian
see
Gray
it.
says
I could
Foam
see
Stars
it.
Live.
I could see it happening. And I could see myself going to watch it, and I could see myself being real angry after the movie too.
I can see our kids being very happy after watching Astrobot movie. No cap.
Yeah.
Astrobot could really bring home the bacon.
I'm sorry, Prime, but no one cares about Secret Level.
You know, I still haven't watched the secret level thing. Have you?
Exactly, because you don't care about it.
I don't. I really don't.
And that's the
Shit, I need
problem,
to.
right? I'm not even saying that it's bad, right? I'm just saying you can clearly tell when people care about it, when people hype things up to the point where it feels like you're missing out if you don't see it. I never
Yeah,
got that feeling about Secret Level.
dude,
Like
that
I've
thing came out in
seen
February.
a few people say, "Man, a couple episodes were nice," and that was it.
No one
I
actually
even
cared.
I even watched the first 2 episodes and I was like, that's not too bad. But exactly that. It was not too bad. And I didn't even post about it. I just seen it. I can't even tell. That was like a 3 weeks ago that I watched it. And I
No
still
one.
haven't made it through the rest of the season either. And it's all out right now. Like, Like I'll get to it when I get to it. But there's a
How many
lot better
episodes
TV
is
shows
it?
to watch.
10? Is it 10 episodes?
It's like 10 or something like that. And they're all and like some of them are like 15 minutes. Some of them are like 25, 30 minutes. Some
Scratch
of
that.
them are
It's 15 episodes.
okay, there you go. There, yeah,
Uh,
there's more than I thought, I guess. But it's not very long. There was some episodes that were really good that I just haven't seen yet. And you know what, Prime? I bet it is a solid season that's easy to watch. And I like I said, I watched the first two. I thought it was pretty good, but I didn't like walk away from seeing it like God damn.
listen, we try to
May-
overcomplicate our analysis. Well, we
Maybe
don't
I
try
do
it,
need.
right?
Maybe I need to watch more. You know what? One day in the next week or so, I'll just sit down and watch them all because it won't take that long. It'll just be like one evening or like one weekend, like a Sunday in the morning or something. I'll just turn it on and just lay there and watch it all. It'll only take like
I would
three hours or 4 hours max.
I would say, Ham, I would say that kind of speaks to everything that matters about the show. We sometimes overcomplicate our analysis of video games, TV shows, movies, and all this other stuff. Ham, when you first watched what's it called, Game of Thrones, did you need to set it in your calendar and force yourself to finish it?
No,
I mean,
no.
I'm not saying it's everything, but I think it tells you enough when you watch something and you don't automatically feel like I can't stop watching,
There
and
are
now you need
shows.
to force yourself
There are shows to
to
this
leave.
day where I'm like scheduling to make sure I have this time set aside. Like this Friday, I'm already know either Friday evening or Saturday during the day. Me and my wife are gonna watch the new episode of Severance. I already know
There
that.
you go. There you go.
As for Secret Level, like I just told you, within the next week or two, I don't know when.
And that's because we brought it up, Ham. If
Yeah, that's because
if
we
this
brought it
was
up.
not something exactly, if we never brought it up, Ham, we might be at December 2025 and we'd be talking about, hey man, did you end up watching? Oh damn, yeah, I only watched like 2 episodes.
Come on, Lo.
That's the
You don't
truth
got to
of
remind me of that.
it.
I
AEC
already know that.
founder, Mr. Click. Vic, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. Says Game of the Year bundle. That's essentially what we're gonna get at the state of play. Ham is excited for it. I'm gonna catch me some Z's. Overall, Ham, what do
You
you
don't have to
think
keep
is
repeating that.
what do you think is gonna be the overall uh like evaluation of this state of play? Do you think people are gonna say it was excellent, mid, terrible? What do you predict is gonna happen? PS5 Pro
Um,
Jim Ryan edition. Oh my god.
I think it's actually gonna be. I think it's actually gonna be a good show.
All right.
I think it's actually gonna be one of their better shows in a long time. Now they have all their hardware out for this generation, I'd assume. I mean, what else can they? freaking do, right? They've done
Yeah.
they've done VR, they've done a pro console, they've done a controller, they've done multiple different versions of a headset, they've done monitors. They did damn near everything you can do. So I'd assume now it's time to really buckle down and get some games out there. And they had already said that don't expect anything until like what was it, like April of 2025 or something like that.
Yeah.
And we're coming up on that. And this is like essentially the showcase before that stuff starts to come to fruition. So I'm expecting this to be a big time show for them. I'm expecting to walk away with wanting to play at least 3 games. And I'm expecting at least 2 of those games to be first party IPs.
One or two of those games to be first party. Okay.
2.
I'm with Ron.
2.
Two. Two first party
Not
IPs.
1 or
Okay.
2. 2.
I'm with Ron Slasher. Last of Us remastered VR. That
Stop it.
that's where my money's at. Last of Us on VR. Anything else on State of Play, Ham? Because I'm good.
No, but something I wanted to mention
Yep.
is starting on Monday. Starting on Monday, thanks to Innate and Tae and everybody in the chat, including like Yobi and shit, talking earlier. I feel like they almost forced my hand, including even Paris Lily came on the show this morning, and they all kind of took a turn at making fun of me for not beating the trilogy that is Mass Effect.
Deserved.
Yeah, it felt pretty deserved.
Yeah.
So starting Monday, I will be live streaming that game until I beat all 3.
Yeah. Deserved. I mean, jeez. Bad one, bro. So yeah, Ham,
I guess I
everyone,
must ascend.
you must ascend. Ham is going to be playing one of the biggest and best trilogies in all of gaming starting Monday. Y'all make sure to come through 9 a.m. Eastern, Ham.
That's the real remake that we need is a Mass Effect.
Yeah, I would not be against that. If they could, that would be very hard to design though. But if they could figure out a way to take the gameplay of Andromeda and then leave the story of Mass Effect 1, 2, and 3 and just take the gameplay of Andromeda and the graphics. Oh, that'll be awesome. Damn, Yobi says you should be ashamed of yourself, huh?
See? This is why I don't like
Ah,
talking about it. This is why I told myself on Monday.
Mo wants to know if you got dropped when you were a child. Says, "What's your problem?" Fuzzy says it's about time. Ham, like I'm not even gonna add any more salt to this. I'm just gonna watch the
I'm
chat just
getting
go off.
thrashed right now. Like people have been making me I cannot admit this thing and
And not get a
feel
reaction.
and be and see the chat. The chat completely looks at me like a villain.
Yeah, like an unwashed animal. What gamer hasn't played all 3 Mass Effect games? It's ridiculous.
I feel like a piece of pork that got dropped in the dirt. And you still threw me on the grill just to look at me funny. It's not a good feeling.
Yeah. Yeah. Ron Slasher says this is your heel turn. Vic, stop. Vic, stop it. Vic, go and play the Mass Effect game. Stop it. Don't. This is not something you say in company. You don't
Don't
publicize
do it, Vic.
stuff like this.
Take it back.
Just take it back. Go play the trilogy, and then just keep it pushing and pretend, right? Pretend that you've always like you finished the trilogy back in the day. Don't tell people that you did it
Yeah.
recently.
Hey, Vic was just fooling y'all, man. He was just fooling y'all.
Yeah, Vic was
He
just
beat
messing
the
around.
game. He beat all four of them. Yeah, he got it.
Yeah.
He even
Yeah.
got Andromeda. Yeah. All four of them. He fooling y'all.
Dude, I just assumed like Andromeda. I just assumed everyone beat the Mass Effect games. Like anyone that plays RPGs, I just assumed you have to play Mass
Don't
Effect.
do
I
that,
don't.
Fuzzy. You piece of shit.
What's this? Damn. And Ham says he's an Xbox fan.
I am.
That's what he says, people. He
You need
claims
to
this.
stop it. Mass Effect it's never been first party. It's just exclusive.
He makes assertions
I hate
to the
I hate
fact.
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, but a real fan is driven by love, not hate. Ham.
What's that have to do with the console though, is what I'm trying to say.
I've beaten every single Metal Gear Solid game.
What's that have to do with what I'm talking about? And why are you
You said you're
mentioning
an
that here?
Xbox fan. God damn it. Well,
Now you got
I'm going to finish.
let's
Listen, I'm
go
going to finish
Dustborn Part
Dustborn, so it doesn't
4.
matter. What?
You're back on Dustborn, buddy. Better get that ready.
I'll stream it tomorrow after you finish your usual stream.
Yeah, you will, because you just mentioned.
Yeah. It's fine.
Yeah. Pay what you owe, boy.
Legendary Yobi says, and story is dog crap, but the gameplay is the best. 100% Yobi. 1000%. That gameplay slaps hard. The problem is as soon as you get into cutscenes, it's like, oh my god. And again,
No,
Ham, again.
Yobi. It's not AEC didn't do nothing. He beat the game twice.
He was capping. He was capping. He was just joking. He
He
didn't
was
want Ham to
capping.
be alone.
It's
He
just
didn't want
me.
Ham
It's
to
just
be
me.
alone.
I did all the bad. I didn't complete nothing.
Yeah.
I never beat not one of them. No, I'm just kidding. I did beat one. I'm about a third or halfway into two.
So are you
But
gonna stream from the first Mass Effect, or you're gonna
yeah, I'm
stream?
gonna start with Mass Effect when I'm gonna start all over because like since I didn't play one after the others, and since they're all available now, I might as well play it like that, right?
Might as well, yeah.
So like since I have the opportunity to play it like that and many others didn't, and they had to wait years in between all of
Yeah.
them, I will do the honor of playing all three of them every day, Monday through Friday, until I either have to get off or until I beat it. Until I beat like each one I'm gonna play until I beat. But like I'm gonna play each one until I need to call it a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like I won't be talking about no news, or like I might be talking about it, but I will be playing the game at the same time.
Yeah.
Like more or less, like did y'all hear about that? That's the kind of shit I'll be talking. But
you better be playing.
I won't be bringing up what state of play is. I won't be talking about. I won't be bringing up, the Xbox screen or talking about my feelings toward nothing. It's just gonna be straight up Mass Effect play. There's gonna be like 10 of y'all watching, talking all sorts of stuff, telling me how I like unseasoned chicken and whatnot because I haven't beat the game yet, and whatever. Y'all gonna be disrespectful. I know it. I already know it. Y'all already being disrespectful.
Yeah. Yeah,
Loke saying that all modestly, like he ain't gonna show up and be disrespectful. You're gonna be one of them motherfuckers to come through, and you're gonna say something. I know you are.
I will say nothing, Ham.
Sure. So full of shit. You
All I'll
play
say
a
is not like
you
us.
play a good coy boy right there.
Just make sure you're consistently on it on Monday. I think it's gonna be fun. I
It's
think
gonna
it's
be
gonna be lots of
Monday,
fun.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Every day I'm gonna be
Oh,
playing Mass Effect. It's not just I said starting Monday. It just starts Monday.
oh my God! Dorian Gray just pointed out a very good point. Thank you, Dorian Gray. I haven't finished. Um, I didn't finish Phantom Pain. That's a good point. I did one, two, three, four, and then that was it. Phantom Pain. I think I beat like two or three bosses, and then I was just like, screw this, I'm out. Then the story came out about why the game is kind of weird. I guess now it's finished, right? But at the time, the story came out about why the game was weird and with the narrative and whatever because Kojima wasn't given the time to finish. Then they worked something out at the end or whatever. So yeah, I actually need to stop saying that I've beaten every single one of those games. I need to finish Phantom Pain first.
Oh, you're a
And
fraud too, you piece of shit.
no, Ham, I'm not a fraud.
Yeah.
There's five games in the collection. I've beaten four. You have a collection of four. You've beaten one.
And a half.
It- How is not beating him?
But it's strong in hours.
No, you need to roll credits. You know what? Now that we're speaking about it, no, 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 no. Richie, I'm not touching Survive. Survive is not even like a mainline. No, no. That was a travesty. That no, I'm
How
not
about
playing that.
Rising? You need to do Rising.
Rising Revengeance. Yeah, I did play that one. But again, that's not a mainline game. Doesn't really count. Phantom Pain is going for $20 on Steam right now. You know what? I'll just wish list it. I'll wish list it and then I'll buy it sometime in the future. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going for no.
Vic.
I'm going for it. Like if you need me to beat Andromeda as well, even though you guys are
Yeah.
telling me how terrible the story is,
Yeah.
then I guess I could do that too. That's fine.
All right. All
I'll
right.
do all four of those straight up.
Let's go. Let's go. Vic, thank you so much for the super chat. Says there's two types of gamers that came out of the Xbox era, the Xbox slash PS3 era. Sure. FPS and RPG gamers. Not my fault. I wasn't fantasizing. Fucking a blue alien. Yeah, I came out RPG because yeah, I played the fourth Kojima game and then I was just like, I'm done. I
Yeah, I
came out
definitely
RPG
played a
for
lot
sure.
more shooter games. A lot more. Well, it wasn't just shooter games. It was just a lot more multiplayer and team based games. Is where I was. That's where I was.
Yep.
Like I was very much about sharing experience, and I think you guys know that by now.
Yeah. You know what? No, you know what, Ham? Well, this is just for me though. This is just for me. I don't think you have to play Andromeda.
I'm going to though. Like, hey,
Yeah. If you want to, it's sure, whatever. But in terms of Mass Effect, the crucial ones that you have to play is the trilogy. The main trilogy, you have to play that one. Next time you say MG, you have to stream Survive. Ah! Rachie, let me finish Dustborn, and then we can start looking for new punishments for me.
look, you're gonna
Oh man,
figure
I
out a way to not finish Dustborn and just keep playing it forever.
nope, 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 nope. I'm definitely gonna finish and roll credits. I made a promise and I'm a man of my word. That's why Starfield is such a great Xbox game, a first-person shooter. Listen, you won't find any fights here, Fuzzy. Me, Ham, Cozy, Matt, we loved Starfield day one. We loved it so much we had to actively not talk about it. Otherwise, the show would either go on for an hour or two more, or we wouldn't talk about the subjects that we had on the docket. So there's no one's gonna fight you about Starfield.
Yeah, I have probably more time on Starfield than it'll take me to beat all of the Mass Effect.
Yeah, yeah. You might want to uninstall Starfield, Ham, so you can have time for Mass Effect.
I do need to
Uh,
uninstall Starfield. Unfortunately, I don't like
yeah,
saying that, but I kind of do. I need to let it
it's
go
about
for a
that time.
little bit. I need to let it
It's
go
about
just
that
for a
time,
little bit. From one
dude.
of my places, because I have it on my PC and I have it on my Xbox. I need to get rid of it on one of the spots.
I have Phantom Liberty on my Xbox, and I'm not going to uninstall it. I don't know. I beat the whole thing, but I'm not going to uninstall it. Yobi, I the question you wanted to ask me is if I 100%ed Elden Ring, and the answer to that question, my friend,
Oh, I could tell you that one.
the answer is no. I haven't beaten it, but
It's not no, it's
but
hell no.
let me let me open Steam up here. Here we go.
You're gonna tell him
If I
something that
open my
isn't. You're
Steam,
gonna tell him something that isn't 100%, right?
if I open my Steam, I've put in 131 hours into Elden Ring,
Look at this
and
dude ruining his
I've
own
got
life.
37. I've got 37 of 42 achievements. So I'm 5 away from the
I
100.
feel like you've been there for a minute.
No, actually, I think I had like 6. No, I had 7 first, and then I think it was December 20. What was my last achievement? My last achievement was December 24th for beating Shard Bearer Rykard. It's a real bitch to beat. But yeah, 24th of December. So yeah, I have 5 left.
I love how
Yo,
I love how on the 24th you went on ahead and scored some points in garbage time.
get like Patrick Mahomes at the Super Bowl. Ah! Yo, did you see how he was padding those numbers at the end? He was
Might as
padding those
well.
numbers.
Shit. Might as well.
Yeah, Yobi, I did beat it. I did beat it. The problem is you have to beat it several times because there's 3 different endings. That's the problem. And the other 2 endings are much harder than the base ending everyone else got. So yeah, kind of struggling with that right now. But Yobi, this year, this year I'm getting 100%. I swear it.
I mean, come on now. You got 8 months. I mean, what, 10 months now?
Thanks, Ham. I really appreciate all the faith that you have in me.
I do.
Thank you.
That was a show of a lot of faith. I was like, man, you got a lot of time. You definitely can do it.
Just to get 5 achievements. But you know, each one of those achievements is like another 20 hours of my life gone. Just
Okay.
grinding bosses, getting my cheeks
Hey man,
clapped.
you're the one giving yourself these rules. No one's telling you that you have to do it. You just
Yo,
keep you just keep serving yourself and you're like, stop laughing at me. Yeah, I'm like, dude, stop doing it to yourself.
right, right.
Mm.
Um, Yobi says he'd never touch that series. Elden Ring can kiss kiss my ass. And on that note, the state of play can kiss my particular ass because I'm going to bed. Ham,
See,
anything you
well,
want to say
you get
before
your
we
shut
before
eye.
we go?
You know you ain't even tired. You just want to go to bed so you don't have to see them stay to play. You are
It's
such
gonna
a
be
piece of garbage.
it's gonna be tragic, Ham. Like as someone that really loves PlayStation, The state of play has been so bad for years
Oh
now. What are we doing? What are
man,
we doing?
I'm tempted to sit here and just watch it live.
Go ahead, Ham.
I'm
What
tempted to
I'm not
just
gonna
sit here and
do,
watch it live.
all right, what I'm not gonna do is sit here with you and then you make fun of PlayStation because I don't have it. I don't have it in me. All right. Uh guys, thanks for coming through. Ham,
Come on, Logan,
thanks so
stick
much.
around, bro.
Thanks for having me
No, don't
on,
leave.
on Discord. I'm
Leave.
out. I'm out.
Don't
I'll
you
see
dare leave.
I'll
Just stay up. See, we got
see you guys
we got somebody in the
on the
chat telling you to
Dustborn stream.
stay.
And
He giving, bro. He sees you getting into cardiac arrest right now. He's trying to give you life. Take it.
no one,
Take it.
Jason, no, I'm not about to
Take
do
it.
that.
Mario is donating a 1-up. Take it.
No, I'm not doing this. You guys have a good one. Ham, love you, brother.
Look,
I'll
don't
see
leave
you
me.
tomorrow.
You won't do
Yes,
that. You won't leave me like this, brother.
I'm out. I'm roaching out, like Asmund Gold says. Roach out. Bye.
All right. All right, y'all. I'm wondering if do you guys think I should stick around and watch the show? Cause I'm like half tempted to, but I'm not sure. See, Jason Portillo says, "What if it's a good show, Loke?" See, Loke, you're here. Stick around and just come back through, man. You're still invited. Like I'll keep a spot open right here just for you, Loke. Come on, bruh. Oh man. It says invite Diego to the stream. I mean, he can come through if he wants to. He can come through if he wants to. I'm pretty sure the link is in the description. Unless it expired. I don't think it expired. You can definitely come through though. I think I'm gonna fuck around and just watch it. Oh boy. Well, that's not cool. Oh crap, this is freezing. Vic said he'll stay. Okay, Day Reezy said do it. All right, yeah, I'll stick around. I don't give a damn. I'll kick back and throw it on. Let me get it posted up. So just give me a moment. Uno momento, por favor. Uno momento. Uno momento. Por favor. All right. So I'm back. All right. So let me get this pulled up. Ron Slusher's staying. All right. So let's see a PlayStation. All right. It says there's about 3 minutes left. So I'll put myself like up in the top corner. Bam. So now you're kicking it with your boy. We live. We watching the show. Yeah, so 2.5 minutes. Got a 40-minute presentation, and Loke just dipped out on us for no reason because he's a sucker. I'm just kidding. That's my brother. He ain't no sucker. But I'm always gonna talk a little bit of trash because I love him. My boy. My boy Blue. All right. You know what I'm gonna do real quick before this show starts? I'm gonna go on ahead and use the restroom real quick because this is finna be 40 straight more minutes, and I need to go. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. Let's go. We're here.
I had no idea just how big the world is.
Shout out to AEC founder Vic. He says, when the ponies leave, you know it's gonna be bad. Oh boy, you think it's gonna be bad? They already farted, right? They farted right there, right when I said that. That's crazy.
Flying feline incoming! Stand witness to how its existence unfolds.
All right, so Monster Hunter Wild. I mean, that's cool, but we already know about that. So to me, that's not an exciting way to start the show. But I mean, I know it's popular, so doesn't matter what I think in that specific aspect. A lot of people love this game. This game's gonna go crazy. but I'm happy it was short. Let's keep it moving. Digital art
皆さんこんにちは
books.
モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの辻本です。無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モン
Oh, I
スター
thought
と
it
し
was
て
over.
玉三つ根が決定いたしました。この他にもタイトルアップデート第1弾で追加されるコンテンツはまだありますが、詳細は改めてお知らせしたいと思っております。本作は発売後に数回のタイトルアップデートを予定しています。タイトルアップデート計画については追ってお知らせしますので、今後の情報にご期待ください。2月
Alright.
28日の発売まであと少し。皆様に楽しんでいただけることを心よりお待ちしております。本日の発表は以上となります。
I'm happy
引
the
き続き
developer
ステートオ
directed
ブ
me
プレイ
start
をお
this
楽
way.
しみください。
Like I said, I know it's a big time game, but I don't care.
Forged to unleash vengeance.
Okay, where are we at? Streets of
More than a
Rage.
weapon, it is the soul of a shinobi.
Whoa.
No obstacle can stand in their way.
This reminds me of Strider.
Soaring where others would not dare.
Is this Strider? I don't think so. It might be.
Striking with lethal precision.
I don't think so, though.
Each weapon a tool. Each tool a part of the whole. This is the mastery of a shinobi. The legend continues.
It's Shinobi, okay. I mean, that's cool, but I know that's a big deal for a lot of people side scrolling, but I don't know. I'm all set. That's a big deal for some people, just not for me. And I'm not gonna lie. So, new Sonic Team Racing, that looks cool. A new kart racer. I know my boy Twan is excited to see this. Looks pretty dope. I already know my daughter would like this game. I could see myself playing it too. A little bit. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm kind of in the kart racers, but not as much as I used to be. This does look fun, though, low-key. That does look fun. Ooh, what do we got here?
Break free. Become unbound from the laws that govern reality. To turn the gears of time once again.
An apocalypse looms over parallel worlds. As their fates begin to intertwine, the battle to alter destiny begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomalies, known as Digimon.
Wow. They really reached back. Yobi, I bet you're tripping right now. Yo.
Future.
They really reached back. Another one that I'm not really huge into, but hey, if it's hot enough, I might get into it.
Transcends time.
Digimon. Oh yeah. That's probably gonna be a big deal. Digimon, that's probably gonna be a big deal.
大家好，我是《输了之魂》的创作者杨冰。从一名独立开发者到今天与 PlayStation 携手，这一路走来已经10年。《输了之魂》结合了流畅爽快的战斗体验与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在各具风格的场景中探索，面对充满个性的敌人，同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的发布日期。
I knew it. There you go.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream. Where monsters invade our world.
I'm still waiting to get excited like you just got.
A powerful being falls from the sky. And when it seems they might vanquish the invaders, the dream ends. Is this really just a dream? My only hope lies with you.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions.
It looks very. That run animation looks pretty generic, though.
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled.
It looks interesting.
Let me be your vengeance.
The different ways of traveling.
Blade in your hand.
I wonder how much of that is gameplay. That looks fun. That looks fun.
You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Lost Soul Aside, yep. That looks pretty hot. That might be something I have to get.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. We've got several updates today from partners around the world, starting with news from the Like a Dragon series. First up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this Friday. Players could try out 2 battle styles, including Goro Majiba's new Sea Dog style, as well as engage in naval battles at the Pirates Coliseum.
Looks like so much fun. I just have so many other games to play right now.
Sega and Mint Rocket joined forces in Ichiban's Holiday, a new crossover DLC coming to Dave the Diver. Ichiban Kasuga and other Like a Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all while perfecting new recipes at Bancho Sushi. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4.
That's funny.
The Splitgate 2 alpha begins February 27th on PS5.
I played some of the beta Splitgate, and I
Use
really didn't
portals
like.
And futuristic physics to dominate the arena.
I didn't like
and
the
play a
demo
new
that they gave us,
24-player mode where 3 teams compete on a massive map.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise.
There we go.
Introducing the Island.
You really got Paul Heyman, though.
With the Island, players enter an online environment filled with WWE
See, this makes more sense for WWE.
quests, live events,
does 2K
and shops
basketball.
with up to 50 other players at a time. The island also offers deep customization, giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before.
Because it never made sense in 2K basketball, but in wrestling, this makes sense.
It's not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Like, this looks hot.
To the island.
Gold Dust? Is that what you're talking about?
Sup? I'm Randy from Gearbox.
And I'm Randy from Gearbox.
And you know why we're here. We're here for you. Are you ready? It's
Yes,
2025.
I am ready. Show
and
me.
Every day we are
Show
getting
me.
closer to the launch of Borderlands 4. Let's go!
Ron, you foul for that. Yo, they got gameplay finally. Let's go. Yes. Water? Am I able to swim? This looks hot. It looks more like Borderlands in a Far Cry kind of world. It looks cool. It looks a little bit more realistic. That looks
so
bad.
badass, so much fun.
I want more.
We don't have to wait long now. Borderlands 4 is going to break free for a special state of play this spring, focused exclusively on Borderlands 4.
We're diving deep, you guys.
Okay.
Join us. Borderlands 4, state of play for combat, vault hunters, action skills, exploration and discovery, everything. You're gonna see more guns than you can even count.
All on PlayStation 5, but Randy, do you have anything else for us?
I think I do, Randy.
Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy.
I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4?
This Randy.
Well,
Let's go.
Borderlands 4 launches worldwide for everyone on September 23rd, 2025.
September 23rd.
We got work
Okay.
to do. See you in spring.
Okay, that sounds good to me. All right, that gives me enough time to play through some of the other stuff. Spring or September.
Mean to be rude.
Split Fiction. Here we
I
go.
really don't do small talk. Nice to meet you too. So you want to go through more of your crazy stories?
My crazy stories. But how are we supposed to get out of here if we don't start to trust each other?
I don't need your trust.
Well, I kind of need yours.
2, 1!
This game looks
I took
hot.
inspiration for this story from when me and my sister were younger.
Look at all of this. It's amazing. I base the story around my dad. All I can do is write this silly story.
Oh, we'll face it together. We got this.
Yeah.
Follow my lead. Are you for real, Zoe? I wrote it when I was a kid. What sort of devil child were you?
Hands above your head.
What now? Ah! I did not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe!
That game looks hot. I think it's going to be pretty fun. I'm not sure if it'll make a bigger splash than It Takes Two, though. Probably not. It Takes Two made a big splash.
Status report. Looks like it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You feeling all right? My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Never forget why you started. Lord have mercy.
Do you think Williams knows more about this substance than he's letting on? We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance. It's changing its cellular structure. It's replicating the human form. It's replacing us.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Hello?
Yep.
Are you live or something?
Yeah.
Oh.
You're good. Okay. So that's by Supermassive. What was the other Supermassive game?
Good question. Was wait, was that the show?
I'm watching the show right now, and a Supermassive game just came on where they're in outer space.
Leaving our property abandoned in his warehouse.
Well, did they show another one?
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse and retrieve the technology that he was developing for us.
Are you not watching?
He said what was the other? He said what was the other one?
That can adapt to any costume.
Oh, I'm just wondering what another Supermassive
We
game is.
suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slam but non-zero chance that you could
Looks
sustain
like
significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but
oh,
not
Little
limited to
Nightmares. They did Little Nightmares.
We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident. But just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
Corey.
This is some weird type of... Yeah, I knew this was going to be some sort of like... Whatever that game is with the bear.
Oh,
yeah, Five Nights at Freddy's, yeah.
Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear
I'm
team.
not a fan of that. I don't really care about that.
People are. Yeah, apparently it's still very
Greetings from
popular.
Moonhood. We're the creators of the Midnight Walk, cozy horror game created entirely in clay, where you will journey down a nightmarish highway riddled with terrors that want to devour you and your little lantern creature, Hawk Boy. Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world with handcrafted
Oh, is this Little
figures.
Nightmares?
So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
Looks like it.
No, it's not. Those creatures look like Little Nightmares.
Deep slumber.
They look like they were from the world of that, yeah. And Little Nightmares has that little glow, right?
I'm not sure. I know these have freaky looking things like Nightmare Before Christmas.
Caretaker of this little firecracker.
Yeah, this looks a lot like.
I reckon you must be headed for Moon
This looks very
Mountain.
Tim Burton,
Am I right?
which is cool. I like it, but I don't know what the hell this is, honestly.
Close your eyes to make things clear.
Midnight.
That looks interesting.
I like the PSVR. I wonder if it's like a regular PlayStation game also, or if it's only VR. Because
Special
it did
thanks to
kind
No,
of
it says
look very-
PS5
for that
and
updated look at the
PSVR
Midnight
too.
Walk.
So
Okay, good.
Up next, a quirky new adventure from Konami.
Let's go.
Darwin's Paradox.
You see the
In Darwin's
what's it got a
Paradox,
release
you
date
play
today?
as Darwin, a
What
clever
is it?
octopus
Elden
who
Ring?
finds himself dumped near a
Wait, did they
highly
do the release
suspicious
date just
food
now?
processing
Yeah.
center.
When's the
September
release date?
23rd for Borderlands.
Oh, nice. I was
Use
talking
Darwin's
about
natural
Elden Ring,
camouflage
Night
and
Rain.
inking skills to
No, I
escape
didn't
the
see that
facility and save the
release date.
world.
I seen there was a
from
trailer for it,
aliens.
but I didn't get to watch it yet.
It's May 30th, and it's only $40.
Oh, is it? You have to have the original game.
We're excited to reveal a brand new title from Koei Tecmo Games and Omega Force. Warriors Abyss, a roguelike spin on the Warriors
very
franchise.
interesting. I like it.
Descend into hell.
Right.
Call on powerful allies. And experiment
Okay, well, this
with
is
tons
going.
of
I
playstyle
need to figure out what I'm
combinations to
going to
send
do for
the
dinner.
enemy
I'll be
hordes
right
flying.
back.
This game looks kind of interesting.
A roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss launches on PS5 and PS4 later today.
For whom are you working? I won't forgive you.
Wow.
Prepare yourself.
Wow.
A PS2 era classic returns with Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny. Capcom is enhancing the original game with HD graphics and a host of quality of life features, including fine-tuned analog controls. Immerse yourself in Jubei's hard-boiled journey and fight through a world of turmoil alongside trusty allies. Onimusha 2: Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today. Looking to 2026, let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha: Way of the Sword.
Game looks hot. Reggie said Logan's missing out. Come on now, man.
Oh, what is this?
It's Onimusha.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it kind of does.
I like that.
No, I take that back. I've played those. Not in a long time.
Oh my god, that is cool. That dude was all swinging stupid. Yeah, that looks great.
Yeah. And they say this is like Resident Evil, but like samurai.
It's dark.
It's the Resident Evil devs,
but back in the day, it was kind of like Resident Evil because it was like very paint control-ish.
Gotcha.
Like if you play the remakes that are coming out, it's better controls, but it's still it's kind of like a game that you just played recently, Ninja Gaiden.
Game I just played. Oh, yeah, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, it kind of has like controls like that.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place.
Where it feels like kind of hard
He's
to run
coming
around.
here. I'm sure of it.
Here we go, though. I know Loke will be tripping out. See, Loke is missing out.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance.
Uh-oh.
The
Loke made a
philosopher's
point of
legacy.
not watching this,
Then they're out to kill
Right.
me as well.
as he usually does.
What's the story
like a
between you and
stand.
the boss?
She was like a mother and my master.
Is he
The
protesting
Cobras
it?
will take care of him.
I mean, he did that with Dev Direct as well.
Snake.
Really? Oh my god, what's up with that guy's eye?
I see it. The fear. A great and terrible fury at being alive. A host of
That's too bad,
sorrows.
though.
And you are
It
one
is.
of them.
I couldn't
Why'd you come
imagine
back?
just
He
not watching.
literally
There's
left
nothing for you here.
5 minutes before the
Go
show
home.
started, just so
Go
he
back to
didn't
your
have to
boss.
watch it.
I still have the shadow.
And not because he had to go, just so he didn't have to.
He said he needed to go to bed.
America can do this.
Which is kind of true, but it's like, I know he would have stayed.
Yeah.
I'm not finished yet.
That all looked really good, but again, my question is the controls.
Yeah. Same.
That's kind of how I feel about that.
What do we got here? Oh, shit. Okay, yeah. The Ape Escape one.
Ape Escape. Hey, are we getting a new Ape Escape?
No, it's just a Metal Gear Solid thing.
Ah, fucking just... Yeah. Alright, that's cool. Tease us with a new Ape Escape when it's Metal Gear, yeah.
It'd be great if there was a new Ape Escape.
That would be great. That'd be very exciting.
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves our illusions and exposes the fragile structure
Resistance. This isn't
of
resistance,
reality.
but I'm coping.
I have 1,000 questions. Why did you come back?
I stood in the home I was born in.
Nah, this ain't resistance.
In that moment,
Oh, this is that one game.
No,
I
it
felt the
looks
connection.
awesome.
This is the game that reminded me of Death Stranding. I forget the name of it.
They're gone.
Choose your next move wisely.
It's a fun-looking guy.
Madness and hatred and lots of it. Impossible. It's you. We must continue. We've begun to uncover.
Oh, Hell Is Us? Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was. I was at Summer Games Fest.
Yeah, I remember seeing a little bit about that, and I kind of had the same reaction I have right now.
Deal with Liza P stuff. I've still only played like 30 minutes of this
Can
game.
it be winter all of a sudden?
Yep, looks like Liza P DLC.
You want to know the year? What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy
And I
of the
think they
name.
said they're working
It's
on
been
a sequel
far,
for this
far
too as
too
well.
long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help
And
me
they're
to
also
hold your hand and
wait.
dance.
But yeah, I think they're working on a sequel.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
She was looking for someone. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters. Nothing else comes close, not even my life. I swear I won't be late.
That looks pretty cool, though. Can't even front.
It does. I really want to give that game. It's just so goddamn. That game is really brutal. That game is really fucking brutal.
Where I came from or how I was made. That's me, little again once in a lifetime.
It's also not as open as Elden Ring, which makes it not nearly as forgiving as Elden Ring.
What the hell is going on here?
Where do you think doors have eyes?
I like the art style. And the sound has like low quality sound. That's cool. Is this a game where you can like create your own thing, or is it? Oh no, well, it might be. Like a destruction-based creation game. Dream. Oh, I thought they were doing a Dreams of Another. Okay.
Interesting.
I don't know what that is. If it's a creation game, that's very, very cool.
It seems like
What
it
if
is.
it's-
皆さんこんにちは。Q ゲームスのクリエイティブディレクターのバイオンです。私の最新作ドリームオブサナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。破壊なくして想像はないというテーマのもと、ドリームオブサナザーではシューティングゲームの常識を覆す体験ができます。武器で傷つけたり破壊するのではなく、抽象化している散らばった世界を具体化して想像することができるのです。本作ではポイントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用し、プレイヤーは幻想的な夢の世界へダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。今年 PS5 登場予定で、本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Hey everyone, I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more PlayStation news in today's show. Days Gone Remastered, the definitive version of Ben Studios' post-apocalyptic open-world epic, comes to PS5 with VRR support and PS5
no,
Pro.
Loke wasn't lying. He said there'd be a remaster.
It also includes added content like permadeath and speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility features, and Horde Assault, a survival arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone.
That's what they want to do, by all
And
means.
if you purchase Days Gone on PlayStation 4, you can upgrade to a digital version of Days Gone Remastered and
I
get
can
all the
I get
content
to
features for
upgrade for
$10.
$10.
Days
I've already
Gone
got 60
Remastered launches
FPS,
on
but I can
PS5
upgrade
April
for
25th.
$10 for DualSense features.
Man.
New
Man,
DLC
that's
is
cool.
coming to Stellar Blade this June.
That is
The
really
sci-fi
cool.
action game is partnering with Goddess of Victory Nike on a new boss battle, collectible dolls and stickers, plus a new outfit.
Dude, you know what that makes you want to do? It's just
Both
boot
the
it up on
Nike DLC
PC.
and the
I might
PC
download-
version of
you
Stellar
know what?
Blade
I'll download
launch
that
this
on Steam.
June. We've
I'm
got
not
some
buying
great
a fucking
PlayStation Plus
remaster for
updates
that.
today,
No, thank
starting
you.
with game catalog titles arriving
No,
on
thank you.
February 18th. Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Topspin 2K25, and launching in a game
That's
catalog
just not
Lost
necessary.
Records Bloom and Rage from the creators of Life is Strange.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
In this episodic adventure, players will
Dude,
join
remember,
4 high
wasn't
school
there,
girls
like, their
living through the
last show was
defining
like,
summer
oh,
of
they're
their
gonna
lives.
announce Days Gone Remastered, and then they didn't
What
do it?
begins as a tale of friendship will eventually blend reality,
Well,
dreams, and the
here we
unknown
go.
into a dual
It's right
timeline
there.
narrative.
I can't believe they just did
The first
that.
episode of Lost Records Bloom and Rage arrives
Sure
February
did, bud.
18th, with the second
Oh.
episode arriving in April.
You better get excited.
Why did they?
We're also excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch in the
That's
game
what the
catalog
people
later
want,
this
buddy.
year.
Kinda is
Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints, a
How cool is
genre-bending
it that
architectural
they'll
adventure.
release a remaster for a game that they themselves have said literally has no future?
Every door
That
is a new
IP is
decision as you
dead.
build out a sprawling manor
But-
with
but
45
don't worry,
shifting
they'll milk
rooms,
you for a
adding
remaster.
layers of strategy,
That's nuts.
puzzles,
Yeah,
and
it's so funny.
exploration.
Rachie said Bloodborne fans.
Blueprints
sick.
launches
You
day
gotta
1
be
in
sick.
Game this
You gotta be sick if you're a Bloodborne fan. You gotta just turn this off if you're a Bloodborne fan.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting
That
game
might
from
be the final
playstack
straw
and deep
if
field
you're a
games.
Bloodborne fan.
Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a
That's the
team of
nail in the
scientists must
coffin,
craft
as they
ingenious
say,
gear
for
and traps to
Bloodborne fans.
outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home. Abiotic Factor will be available in game catalog when it launches this summer.
Man.
Now let's get a sneak peek at games
That's too
coming
bad.
to the PlayStation Plus
That's too
Classics
bad.
catalog. Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core titles from the original PlayStation: Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena. Meanwhile, Patapon 3 slides its way into the Classics catalog next week.
Alright, go on to
No one
something
knows
else. You
how
gotta get
that
that
world
taste
came
out of
to
my mouth.
Dude, that was.
It devoured everything from the past.
I don't even know what she said after Days Gone
Only
Remastered.
I
I'm
don't
sure some
either,
of
man.
that-
I lost all control.
I'm sure something there was good, but I didn't see it and I couldn't focus. That was just
That was a
unreal.
fatal mistake.
That was not called for.
This looks kind of cool. I'm trying to forget it.
It's
Yeah, this looks very visually appealing.
Right.
Is this?
As long
no,
as
it's
it is
not.
reforged.
This looks like Expedition 3.
My
It's
wish
not, but it
can be
looks like
fulfilled. But wishes come at a price. To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
Tomb Raider. Let's go.
Yo, okay. This looks fun.
Hey, combat.
Yes.
Blood. This is a feast only for the king. You can't escape from your doomed fate.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
Ooh, you can see that frame rate just tanking.
Oh, I'm sure. I looked away for a second, but I can only
But I will
imagine.
take back everything that belongs
Especially,
to me.
especially if at the end of this they say like 2026.
Even if the price is my soul.
Tides, wish list
Tides
now.
of Annihilation.
So not even like they don't even have a 2025, 2026. Like this.
That looks hot.
Yeah. Yeah, look good. What's this?
I'm looking forward to Tides of Annihilation.
Oh.
Wait, what's this? Oh, is this what I think it is?
Something bothering you?
What do you think it is? 'Cause I'm
Just
lost.
some noise in my core.
No, it can't be. It's not. Never mind.
I thought for a second it was going to be that one game that Mick Gordon was doing music on. I forget the name of it, but
deep down in the depths
it's like a
of
horror thing,
Vulcan,
and this is definitely not that.
you must retrieve the Architect's core.
Plus, I'm pretty sure that has
They
a deal
will
with
send
Xbox
everything
because
they
it's
have
going
to
into
stop
Game
us.
Pass. But this does look pretty sick.
You know I would never want to see you hurt. But the path we walk demands the extreme.
I remember you.
Run away.
Mel Eden. Okay.
Hey,
It
this
looks,
year.
it looks all right. I'd be interested to see
yeah.
more about it.
My memory's
That
still a
looks
bit
fucking
blurry.
sick to me. Hopefully, I don't know if they said it, and I think I missed it. Hopefully it's not just like a multiplayer thing. Hopefully it's a single player thing that...
Showtime!
I have these
that's good.
gaps inside my head.
This looks
Sound like it's
interesting.
a 10-minute window.
You made it.
Oh no, not the
That's
Killmonger.
just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned. What the hell is happening? All I know is that Silvercorp is a piece of my story. Wait for me! I'll cover you. All this time, you just wanted answers about the tech in
Whoa,
your head.
yo, I
Are you
remember
kidding
hearing
me?
about
This
this
thing has
game
ruined my
after
life.
seeing that car.
The Everything Everywhere or whatever game.
What you did, we should have left you in the desert.
That car reminded me of it,
This is not
yeah.
the first time we've had a fatal error
That's
with
what
your
this is. This is that. Because that's the character.
Yes, make it
That's the
stop.
character from the game.
Make it stop!
Dude, this game
I
is
think
dope.
I think it's called Everything
It's the only
Everywhere.
way.
I think you're right. Oh no, it's
Mind's
Eye.
Eye. So they either I'm misremembering or they changed the name. Either way, that's definitely the game.
Builder Rocket Boy's new action adventure set in the fictional city of Red Rock, where AI and human greed collide to bring Earth to the precipice of collapse. All captured on PlayStation 5 Pro. We're now proud to share some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
I'm so happy to see a slide in the cover game. That sounds great.
What's going on in there?
It was an ambush.
This looks good.
Do what you can. Do not
Glad we're seeing more of this.
This looks fun.
Proceeding on foot.
Damn, I'm tired of flat as shit.
I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning.
Tires look like they got those cars. Yeah, that looks sick.
Yep.
Summer
Sure
this
does.
year. That's good. That's good. Hey, we getting a PlayStation Studios thing?
It
What we got?
always comes back to this.
Oh, go see Yote, probably.
Probably.
Oh. Maybe not.
Nope.
Oh, no. It's Neil Druckmann.
All right.
Shit looks good. Is this Sony Santa Monica's thing?
This moment.
Hold on.
This
It might be.
choice.
Oh, it'd be so sick if it is. There's guns. Whatever it is, it has guns.
Every time the sun dies,
I think this is Sony Santa
madness
Monica.
reigns. Then everything begins again.
Ooh. Wait a second. Don't do if this isn't no, I'm not gonna say it.
If this is Helldivers, I'm gonna be a little disappointed.
No, this is not Helldivers. If this is what I think it is, it's not Helldivers. I don't think it is what I think it is.
And I will find you.
This looks so dope it can't be.
But I'm hoping it is. Hoping it is, man.
Do you think this is gonna be the same people that brought you Returnal?
There's snow.
Sarah?
Although I did get Sarah.
That looks
Sarah's-
pretty. That looks pretty sick, but I need to see some gameplay. It is Housemarque. There you go.
Housemarque. Wow, that's actually a good call because at the end of that, there was that like bullet hell type thing.
Exactly, and that's why I thought of Housemarque when I seen that.
2026. That's interesting, dude. When that thing
Hey everyone,
crawled
I'm
out of the
Gregory
water,
Loudon,
I was
creative director at Housemarque.
I had
We
the
are
brief
thrilled
thought
to
that
announce that our
maybe it
latest
was
game,
Resistance,
Saros,
and
is
I
launching
almost
next
shit
year
myself.
on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay-first experience. It's a
He looks
new
very
single-player
proud of what he's
IP
talking
that
about.
builds on
I'm happy
Returnal's
for it.
award-winning third-person
That looked
action.
really cool.
You play Arjun
Yeah, that
Devraj,
looked
performed
awesome.
by the brilliant Rahul
Is that
Kaur.
him in the game right
Arjun
now?
is a powerful enforcer searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting
Nah,
planet
dog.
haunted by an ominous eclipse. All of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more about Saros, with our first look at gameplay coming later this year. Thanks for watching.
Oh shit! I gotta see. Okay. I gotta be real. I can't comment on the whole show because I only started watching. Because I forgot. I only started watching when you sent me that message. But from what I watched, Days Gone aside, because we're not talking about that, that was pretty good. That especially that final game, Saros, looked pretty interesting. That actually makes me want to play Returnal because I've not given that a real
We
shot.
need to jump on and
honestly.
play that on PC.
We do. Does we actually have 2 copies of that because we game share with Mike. So I got a copy and he does. And Mike's not playing that.
No.
So I mean you can totally play that.
Right. Oh, Ron Slusher said this sucked ass 2 out of 10. Jeez Louise. Damn.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. Days Gone knocked a point or 2 off of that.
It
for me.
did.
That was,
Days Gone hurt me a little bit. That didn't need to be there, especially
no, it didn't.
not without saying that they're reviving, not saying that they're without like if they're not continuing with that IP because I'd be willing to give that game another chance if they said that they were gonna actually push to come out with a new one, right?
Yeah.
But like they've said that they are done with that IP, and to see that they're remastering it just seems a little slimy.
That's the thing that bothers me about it. Because, like, listen, it's not really the fact that they're doing another remaster because, I mean, let's be real. They've done a lot of remasters. That's kind of like the joke about PlayStation this generation.
Not worth it. That's a
But
PS4 game.
Well, that's the thing. Like, so, and also for me, I don't even ding them for that, even though I think it's stupid. The thing that I hold against them in this scenario is the fact that they themselves have said this franchise is dead. There is no hope for a sequel of Days Gone 2. That is literally what they said. And they're going to remaster it. Why? Unless you're giving me a Days Gone 2, there's literally no reason to remaster it. It's already 1080p, or not 1080p, it's already 4K 60 on PS5, the base PS5. Add the DualSense features to it for free, and call it a day. That's really it. I don't understand.
Tsushima-ing it. That's interesting because, yeah, they're talking. They haven't been talking about continuing with this IP. It's supposedly dead. So it's like, what's going on?
Unless like by the end of the year we get news of Days Gone 2 actually existing, then this makes sense. Even then, it still doesn't really make sense because, like you said, it's a PS4 game. It's already been technically updated on PS5. It doesn't need it, but at least it kind of tracks if Days Gone 2 exists. But as we know it right now, that game doesn't exist, so there's no reason for this. Ugh.
This show didn't hit the way I thought it was gonna hit. I'll say that much. I know there's gonna be a lot of people saying that, hey, this is ass. I'm sure there's some people in the chat. I know Ron Slusher thought it was ass, right? Sucked ass and not good ass, like bad ass. In my opinion, I give this show like a 7 because they did have some interesting stuff in there. I just can't go any higher than that. That Days Gone thing knocked at least a half a point to a full point off. Just because that just that statement made me miss out on other other announcements because it was just so it was like somebody threw a flashbang in the room.
Yeah, that whole segment that woman was talking, I didn't understand or hear a word she said after Days Gone Remastered.
They did say it includes new content, so you can have that.
Sure, but what is new content? Like, is it just like, oh, we put an extra thing with a horde of zombies? Like, what is new? Like, that's something they need to be specific about. Also, is it $10 worth of new content?
It's called it's called As Broken Road DLC.
As Broken Road DLC. That's, listen, if they're doing a full length DLC, that's awesome. That's cool. But like, I don't know, for some reason I just don't feel like that's what they're doing. Again, especially if the IP is what they said themselves, dead, then there's no reason to do that. It can't be that big of a deal
because it's a $10 upgrade from the PS4.
What's hilarious about that is now when I go to Steam to download that, because I'm actually going to go download that right now, is I'll probably be prompted, hey, you should upgrade for $10 to the remaster. It's like, dude, shut up. Shut up and leave me alone, please. That's just so goofy, man. I can't, that's puzzling to me. That actually is puzzling to me. Like, even as much as we shit on Horizon, at least when Horizon Remastered came out, you know that Horizon as a franchise isn't dead. As much as I wish it was, you know that that's not dead. You know you're getting a third game. There's already a second game. it at least tracks and makes somewhat sense. This one just doesn't.
This person said, I love PS5, the perfect consoles for remasters.
He ain't lying. If you love remasters, then that's your shit. That's your console right there, dude.
Bro.
You're having a good time.
So the game that they did announce, right? Mind's Eye, I think that's coming out on Xbox as well.
Yeah, I believe so. Oh, I think my food's here. 1 second.
Damn,
Right
Vic said 3 out of 10, and I could go lower. $2 super chat from you. God damn, my dog Vic.
God bless you, Vic.
Oh, come on, man. I ain't even in the front. I expected more than that.
I'll tell you what's funny is I said I thought that was fine. I thought that was a decent show, minus the Days Gone remaster.
I'm gonna let the show play in the background while I talk, Matt. And you, hopefully, you have the stream going, and maybe you can like stop me when you see something that you like.
Oh, hold on.
Need
hold on, yeah, I'll bring it up.
I'm gonna have it in mute, just playing in the background. All right. So.
Yeah, let's do it.
If a spot turns on and you're like, yo, like stop, like hold the phone, just let me know.
Yeah. What was funny is like minus the Days Gone remastered, I said that was solid. But really that Days Gone remastered takes off about 2 points for me, if I'm being real. You gave it a 7. I'm probably sitting like without that Days Gone remastered, that's where I'm sitting at, a 7. So if I'm taking off 2 points off of that, that's a 5 out of 10.
Damn, bro.
That's a 5 out of 10.
I'm trying to be nice, man. Like I'm trying to be nice, and like maybe nice isn't the right way to go about it.
I think at a certain point, like at least for me, with PlayStation, I'm kind of done being nice. Like they showed me some cool stuff. There's like a lot of it was third party. That's cool. I don't have any problem with that. And they ended the show with first party on a pretty strong note. That last game looks sick. But it's just like, dude, I can't be nice when you showed me a Days Gone remastered for
You're
a
right.
franchise that I've been dying to get a second game from. And you told me years ago that shit would never happen. And then you're like, a couple years later, here's a remaster for you. Fuck off with that, please. Please.
Matt's outside. He's mad. All right.
I can't be nice about that.
No, you bring up a fair point, and you know what? That's right. Because you know damn well if this was an Xbox showcase, nobody'd be nice about that.
No. Dude, if they came out and said we're remastering Halo Infinite, dude, people would be like, shut the fuck up. Why? Like,
well, not even Halo Infinite, like Halo 5.
Yeah, sure. But I only said Infinite because Infinite's closer to release.
If you love remasters,
Days Gone, then 5 is 2 Days Gone. So that's the only reason I said that. But like, I don't know. Let's say a remaster of Gears 5. Imagine a remaster of Gears 5 already updated for the new consoles. They're like, here's a remaster. Everybody'd be like, what the hell are you guys doing? Like, and the thing about Gears 5 is it's not a dead franchise. That's the other big thing.
You know what I'm surprised about? I didn't see not one Xbox game announced.
Yeah.
I thought maybe PlayStation would want to stick it to Xbox and have one of their games in their showcase just to kind of show people how things went. You know?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think, and this is like a big talking point with the whole Xbox multi-platform thing. Everybody does this thing where it's like, PlayStation has your games, LOL, you got owned, Xbox L type shit. And it's like, the reason you don't see, at least at this showcase, the reason you're not going to see that is because I don't think Sony wants you to see that. I don't think Sony wants you spending money, whether it's on their platform or not, on a Microsoft game. They do not want you doing that. So like they'll be happy to they'll be happy to take your game. Hey, if you want to put your game on here, by all means, but we're not going to advertise that shit. We don't want
they're
people
probably
here
thinking they're
playing.
making enough money as it is with their stuff, and they're still technically our competition because they're in our space. We'll take the extra money, but we ain't gonna be loud and proud about it. There's other people that are paying us to be loud and proud about their stuff, and we take them more serious than or we'd want to hype up their stuff more than we'd want to hype up Xbox stuff because they have their own platform to sell it on, so we're not going to make as much money. But at the same time, I just don't know how much they want to advertise. Like, they got games on here, but we don't really have that much for ourselves yet.
And
I feel like maybe they would be willing to talk about it if they had like 3 or 4 first party games that were like really hitting. They might show a Forza because then it's like, come get this if you want, but we got the good shit right here.
Absolutely. And I think the really telling thing about how PlayStation feels about Microsoft's strategy will be when Indiana Jones launches. Forza, not so much. I mean, Forza will launch, it'll come and go, it'll do numbers on PlayStation because it's a big game and people like a good racing game. But like, I think the big thing will be how PlayStation markets Indiana Jones. Are they going to make a big deal out of it? Because if they don't, then you know for a fact they don't want you buying. They don't want you buying that shit. But it's Indiana Jones, so it's a big deal. So are they gonna say, you know what, we'll swallow the pride, give them the marketing, and hype up the game? That's gonna be interesting to see.
Yeah, so this Sonic Racing game right here that's coming.
I know Twan was really hyped to see this.
I know,
he was talking about last night.
I think it's, Sonic Racing Cross World. That game, let me see, because while this is all happening, I'm just kind of curious what's only going to them, what's not only going to them, and I'm pretty sure this is going on Xbox. Like, I don't see why this would miss.
Oh yeah, Sega and Xbox are, I mean, Sega's buddies with everybody, but especially Xbox as of recently. They're very buddy with Xbox.
So, release date for that, I'm trying to see.
They had a test for like the 21st of this month, right? They had like a test for Sonic Racing. I believe that's what they said. I see Raichi in chat says, hey, a Halo 5 remaster, 120 FPS, dynamic 4K would be amazing. Also a PC port. I tell you what, I wouldn't mind playing that multiplayer, updated, remastered, with an FOV slider. That'd be really cool. But the campaign, hey, I ain't too worried about that. But
I just officially seen that. I just wanted to make sure, just to double check. But yeah, Sonic Racing Cross World is multi-platform. It's going to be on Xbox and PC as well as PlayStation. This game right here.
Bandai. Oh yeah, see, this is where I started watching, I think, because I saw Bandai and I was like, oh, they're gonna show more Elden Ring, and then I saw it and I was like, oh, this is definitely not Elden Ring.
No, oh yeah, this is a Digimon game. All right, so
yes,
I'm also now curious about the Digimon game, right? So this is, and I'm gonna be doing this with every game, just because I need to know what's coming and what's not for Xbox.
Well, hold on, I'm gonna head on over. Just out of curiosity, I don't often get on Twitter, but I'm gonna head over to Twitter because Xbox likes to do the whole, after PlayStation State of Play, they like to do the whole, hey, look at all these games coming to Xbox. I wonder if they did that after the show. So I don't see any new stuff from Xbox on their Twitter.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm not even going to Twitter to look.
Huh. Interesting.
Digimon,
right.
Digimon Story Time Strangers is what the game's called.
Okay.
Because I'm interested if that's coming over, because that would be, I mean, I'm just interested in what games are all coming to what, where, and whatnot. And right now, I mean, I obviously see that it's coming to PlayStation, but I don't see where else it's coming. So it might just be there. But I don't know. That's a pretty big IP.
Yeah, I could see Digimon being only on PlayStation. Like, I could see going both ways, honestly. Either multiplayer or just on PlayStation. But, like, I mean, how big is the game supposed to be? Is it like one of these big, massive AAA productions? Because if it is, then that would be weird. It's not multiplayer. But if it's like a smaller Digimon game,
It's
then,
definitely not a smaller Digimon game.
Okay, so has this been announced before, or did they just announce this?
I think they just announced it.
Okay. So yeah, then I don't know. That'd be interesting. I wonder if
it says the GameStop pre-order page, which has now been removed, listed the game as appearing on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X. So expect an official announcement that's coming. That it's coming to Microsoft consoles anytime soon. So that is what the gamer said.
Okay.
So that's interesting.
Yeah, so like I was saying, if it's a big Digimon game, then it would be kind of silly to have it, locked to just PlayStation. Get your money back and put it everywhere.
And then they got the China Hero Project. I'd imagine this would only be for a PlayStation.
China Hero Project.
Yeah, this is that one game. It looks pretty dope. God, what's it called? I never remember the name of this game. Come on, damn it! Lost Soul Aside.
Oh.
I'm like 80% sure that that's PlayStation only.
I mean, this looks good. Whatever. The thing you were just showing on stream, right? Like you're kind of Lost Soul Side. May 30th coming to PS5 and PC wishlist now. PC's cool. In fact, that's on PC. Let me see. Lost Soul Side.
Well, yeah, I'm looking it up right now. Yeah, I think that's it. I think it says just PlayStation and PC. It says it on IGN on PlayStation and PC. And it's a it's a PlayStation China Hero Project. So I'd be surprised if it came to Xbox at all. Like, it doesn't sound like it would.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So we got Lost Soul Aside. That's exclusive. Not bad. We already know this game isn't exclusive. That's the Pirates Yakuza game. Dave the Diver DLC thing.
All right, Yakuza game looks hot.
And then the Splitgate thing, WWE. The island thing on WWE that's my jam. That looks dope. We can't even front. Borderlands 4, we already know that's coming to Xbox. That looked hot.
Borderlands 4 looked pretty good.
It looks clean. I just need to know more about the skill trees and stuff like that, which they said they'll talk about in the next State of Play.
I'm trying to figure out more about Splitgate, because Splitgate 2,
that pissed me
we
off.
We played it on
and
PC and like and I want to know that they took that out, because they got that gameplay down so perfectly. But man, I can't tell you how much it bummed me out when we went to go play Team Deathmatch, and it was like, first to 10 kills wins the round. I'm like, are you high?
Right? You get no momentum.
None, absolutely no momentum.
Like especially if like two of your teammates are having a bad run or something like that, you can like have no momentum, lose once and lose around. It's just, it just stinks. Like I don't like the way it's placed or the way it's done. I think it might actually give you 2 lives, like flat out, but I just didn't like it. Because if somebody set up posted really good or like they're camping in a spot perfectly, they could really get you.
Oh,
or if
100%.
they know the map better than you, you just have no time to get ready or get used to it. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
But this game was from the same people that brought Until Dawn. And it's kind of like a horror game by Supermassive.
Yo, I'm gonna get out of here for a little bit. I need to eat my dinner.
No, you're good. I'm about to get out of here too. Here after I get done checking out all these games.
All right, but yeah, on the show tonight, we'll probably talk a little bit because I got some things to say about what we just saw.
No doubt. So yeah, you guys make sure to slide over to Matt's channel. Matt Likes Games. He has a show later on today that I'm going to be on as well. Here in about 2 hours. Just under, actually. Little
we'll call it 2 hours because we start about 8:15 Eastern on the channel.
So there you go, a little over 2 hours. We'll just talk a little bit about the state of play and see what kind of things Matt brings to the table, question wise and whatnot. I'm more or less just curious to see what games are coming over and what's not. I'm sure this directive 8020 or game is probably not going to Xbox as well, seeing that it's Until Dawn and whatnot. But Matt, yes, we'll see you in a little while.
All right, buddy. Talk to you in a little bit.
See ya. Oh, okay. So it is. It is coming to Series X. That's interesting. Yeah, it says right here. If you guys want to see for yourself. It says Directive 8020 is a sci-fi horror game set aboard the spaceship Cassiopeia, where players must navigate threats from a deadly alien organism. The game is part of the Dark Pictures anthology. So yeah, that makes sense. And features real-time threats, stealth, gameplay mechanics, and enhanced interactive cinematics. Powered by Unreal Engine 5, it's set to launch for PC, PS5, Xbox Series S and X in 2025. So there is that. So so far, I believe we have one. Like, let me go back and look real quick. I think we have one for sure exclusive being the China Project game. Yeah, so that's all we have so far. That's interesting. So that game looks like it's gonna be cool. Friday night, the Freddy's game, I don't care about that. This game says it's coming out for the PS5 and Xbox. This is Moon Studios. The Midnight, is this Moon Studios? No, it's Moon Hood. Okay. The Night Walk. All right. So the Midnight Walk. Okay. So we got to see. Is this coming to Xbox? Because we know it's coming to PS5 and PS5 VR. All right. So no, this is another exclusive one right here. This is PC, PS5, and PSVR. It's that is it. I don't see anything for Xbox on it at all. All right, so that's 2 games. Pretty interesting. Now, I don't understand what this even is. Darwin's Paradox. Maybe it's fun. It looks like it might be. I mean, I liked Unraveled a lot, so I could see myself maybe liking this game. Let's check it out. What is it? Darwin's what? Is it Darwin's box? A paradox. That is also just on PlayStation, I believe. That I know of. Okay, so you got 3 exclusives right now. One of them are interesting. Let's see what else you're cooking. Let's see. Richie said, I'm buying the octopus game. Okay. Let's see. You said drop a link to Matt's channel. Yeah, I'll do that real quick for you. If you don't already have that. I don't think we have a link to the actual stream that's going to be coming out yet. But here, let me get this for you. Real quick for Matt Likes Games. I'll at least get the link to his channel for you. So here's the link to Matt's channel, just in case anybody wants to go over there, subscribe, and or go watch our show later for that. Let's see. All right. Next game. Okay, this Warriors roguelike game. Warriors Abyss. Yeah, Warriors Abyss is definitely coming over. Super simple, easy find right there for that one. Onimusha 2, we already know that's good. That game looks hot too. So let's go to the next one because we already know those are coming. Is this the other game I was looking? Oh, yeah, no, that's Metal Gear. We already know that's coming. Huh. What's this one? No. What was this game again? Oh, yeah. Hell Is Us. Yeah. I'm pretty sure Hell Is Us is coming over to Xbox as well. Yep. And I already know this game is coming to Xbox because that's Liza P. We already know the deal with that. This is that Dreams game. Dreams. Right? Dreams of Another. That might be PlayStation only as well. Yeah, I think Dreams of Another is just for the PlayStation as well. Oh, man, this kind of stinks, though. Don't show me that. Yeah, this is that other hot game. Where is it? No, that wasn't what I was thinking of. That's Stellar Yams. Where's that other game I was thinking of? Lost Record. Yeah, we already know that's coming over there. Xbox. This was Blueprints. I mean, again, another game that I'm not really looking forward to whatsoever, but just in case somebody is, I'll look it up and see if it's coming to Xbox. It does not. Nope. Oh, wait. Maybe. I don't know. It says Steam here. I don't see it saying X. I don't even see it saying PlayStation. That's weird. It just says PC. I mean, yeah, I think it's just gonna be on PS5 and PC and whatnot. I don't see it coming on Xbox here, but I don't even know who's looking. I mean, obviously somebody's looking forward to that, but I'm not one of them. Okay. Classic Armored Core. Is this the other game? Yeah, this is the game that I thought looked hot. What's this one called? Yes. This game looks great. Tides of Annihilation. That might be a game that I have to get right there. I wonder. If that one's coming up, nope, it's coming to Xbox. Tides of Annihilation is. I was gonna say if that's only on PlayStation, that's the game that I gotta get for it. But it says right here, PlayStation, PC, and Series S and X. So, meh. Come on, State of Play. So this game right here, let me see. Metal Eden. Okay, let's see if Metal Eden's only on PlayStation or if that's on Xbox as well. I don't see why this would be only on PlayStation. That'd be weird, but hey, it could be. Metal Eden. Hey, it says only on PlayStation so far right now that I see. So far, all I see is about it being on PlayStation. So PlayStation might have got another W right there with that. Man, I'm not really... But, like, I want something that I gotta get. And Metal Eden just wasn't... Like, it looks like a cool, like, Doom kind of thing. But, like... The Doom Dark Age is about to come out. This looks like... kind of just like a knockoff, essentially. Which, I mean, okay. But I don't know if I'm going to be crazy excited about it. And here is, yeah, Mind's Eye. I'm pretty sure Mind's Eye I looked up already, and that's coming to Xbox as well. Yeah, Mind's Eye is definitely coming next. God damn. State of Play, come on. And this is Housemarque's game, so that's only coming to PlayStation. So that's like 4 games. That's only going to PlayStation. I don't think they hit my 2-game minimum that I was talking about. And I was talking first party games. Okay, maybe they did. Lost Soul aside, which is a PlayStation Chinese project, right? And they also got the game with the Sorrow. So I guess they did hit the 2. But they just didn't they just didn't wow me with anything. You guys seen I was here the whole time. The loudest and most excited I probably was with Borderlands 4. And that's not what I came to a State of Play to do. To get the loudest for a third-party game. Oh, and Raichi said they can keep Metal Eden. We have Mecha Break. Oh my goodness. Okay. This stinks. Let's kind of see what's... actually, maybe I shouldn't. Damn. First thing I see right there. God damn. Jack Move Johnny says, fuck you, PlayStation. That shit was trash. Let's see what's happening on the PlayStation site right now. So this game actually looks pretty good. Even though I'm not really into roguelike, but like I'm interested in what Housemarque got's cooking. And I do want to play Returnal with Matt. I think that'd be really fun. I might as well probably get that downloaded after I get out of here. And maybe me and him can play some of that. But like you see, like a lot of people are happy with this. That was a good showing. But I mean, man. Damn, RGT said, does PlayStation Studios not make games anymore? Man. All right, you guys, I think I've been on here enough. I got another podcast I got to be on an hour and like 45 minutes. It's been a good show, though. I had a couple shows with you guys. I actually stuck on here and was in here longer than I probably should have been. I thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. I might not pull the biggest crowd, but I pull a dope set of people to come here and watch the show. So I appreciate you guys. Please hit that like button if you haven't already. I don't really care if you share this out or not. I'm about to get out of here anyways. But yeah, come through, check us out tomorrow morning. I got more things to talk about. I'm supposed to be having a developer come through tomorrow, so hopefully he can make it. The developer's name, let me go on ahead and throw that at you real quick. It's VK Samheath. He's working on an indie game called he's working on an indie game called Occultist, I believe. Excuse me, Occult Chambers. He works for an indie company called Born Monkey, which is wild. This is a wild name. But yeah, Occult Chambers is pretty interesting. They actually have a little Steam page up for it. Here, you guys can check it out real quick before I get up out of here. This is what the game looks like of the person I'm supposed to be having on tomorrow. So you guys can see it for yourselves.
The burden of an ancient pact lies on our shoulders. A burden no father desires to pass on. Drew, my son, we are the guardians of a gate. A gate that bridges this reality to its undoing. We are the last bastion, the ones who contain these nightmares and make sure the fireflies keep glowing. The fireflies grow brighter when there is darkness. A darkness which is not present in you. Don't follow the trail.
All right, that's the Colt Chambers. That's the guy, and like I said, the person I'm supposed to be speaking with right here, VK Sam Heath, is who I'm supposed to be talking to. I'm gonna hit him up and remind him that he's supposed to come through tomorrow. Hopefully, he has it still saved in his whatchamacallit. He said he put me on his calendar or whatnot, so we should be good to go. He'll slide through. That should be a good time. We can talk about his game, talk about what he's working on, and whatnot. Other than all that, and see just how he became a developer and stuff like that. Just have a good time, hang out with him for a little bit, chit chat and whatever. But anyways, thanks everybody for sliding through. This is your boy Ham Solo signing out once again from TSWS Gaming, letting you know as usual to keep it gaming or keep it moving. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.